Baymaacbiz. Get money, y'all. For death, though, we do. Spot it low. The West kept spinning the World Wide Web on these bitch ass niggas.
Young Spotter come through on a low late. Don't take her on no date. In the 08, tryna see if she got paper to donate. I'm so hard to locate, that's what the hoe hate. But I'm so great in bed, baby, daddy gotta rotate. Just fucked off 10 G's, but it ain't that important. If I ain't had to go to court, I would've made that this morning. Matter of fact, get paid more than that for performing one song. My dough long, cause I rap my records. Deserve a Rico. Commit actual acts of extorting. Place the wholesale order and jack the jet for the Jordans. In New York, in the projects, chilling in the back of the buildings, where I chop with the hood heads and chat with the children. I'm young and I'm rich, I'm black and I'm brilliant. On track for the trillions, to be stacked to the ceiling. Until then, I spend thousands and mash for the millions. Get cash for the killing, got it bad for the billions.
Seen it all, done it all. Been places that I never thought. But ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there when I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
My eyes nice and tight, I hit the kush spot twice a night. And sometimes even thrice if the price is right. I like variety, they tell me it's the spice of life. She say I'm sweet and sour every time I slice your wife. SPI, your dirt bag to the world end. Digging donkey dick deep down in somebody's girlfriend. You speaking on me and it's tweaking me a little. But if you think you're sneaking on me, homie, she gon' be a widow. I love females, they help push the campaign. No brain don't make it rain, or buy bitches champagne. More money, more problems, don't need the propaganda. What popped out in Vegas don't lead to Tropicana. What happened in Atlanta don't need to be repeated. So them pictures on your camera phone need to be deleted. Let's go.
I done seen it all, done it all. Been places that I never thought. But ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
I don't know Neo, but I know Eno. Me, him, and Hero with 10 hoes in Rio. Went hard for the ESO, I squad with the CO. No 6 deuce chemo and showline ego. I can't say I put in a gang of work with Deco, but me and Cuz for sure them pass for a keto. I spent some time on the grind with the Rezo. 24 months just to end up with zero. Even with a belt on, the khaki still be low. I'm a head honcho, I used to flow with Nebo, but he chose to toad on Lil Man and B'So. Had to let him go right after we met Sebo. From California with the most gorgeous green grow. I'm loony as O-Dog and nutty as Nino. All spots covered from Domino's to CeeLo. For death though, the lawnmower to a Liso.
Seen it all, done it all. Been places that I never thought. But ain't one place too far from you. Ain't been one place too far from you. Way across the Atlantic, just right there where I'm landing. It ain't one place too far from you. It ain't one place too far from you.
Getting hard trying to live in this land, Lord. I'm sick of paying rent, I wanna be the landlord. Not too many children in my section 8 last night. Lights out, they on section 8. We get constipated from that government cheese. Paying taxes, steady get a government cheese. Don't nothing change, no matter who we vote for. So why waste time even going to try to vote for? When you grind so hard, you supposed to see profit. Why we so broke? We supposed to be prophets. We never had a choice on coming to America. I feel something real bad is coming to America. I don't write the mayor, they say I got a right to, but I don't even know where a nigga supposed to write to. I keep my chest up and head to the sky until the day I burn or head to the sky.
There was many bad days. Lord, I've had hills to climb and sleepless nights. But when I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord, and I won't complain. Yeah, no.
I'm no devil, I know that I'm God's son, but I still smoke weed with my godson. And even though they say the woman is the backbone, we just wanna see them laying on their backbone. Thumb through the word, but you know what's confusing? Between the experts, it's so much confusion. I want it all, for all that I care about. I want a ball, that's all that I care about. Travel 50 states, broke 48 laws. Ran across a book called 48 Laws. Some say it's bad, some say it's a good book. I say it ain't got nothing on the good book. I ain't tripping on going to the motherland. On the other hand, I like to buy my motherland. What price can we all get peaceful? Stay at war and swear that we peaceful.
Many good days and bad days. I've had some hills to climb and Lord, sleepless nights. When I look around and see what you've done for me, I'll say thank you, Lord. I won't complain.
What's wrong? Can't we all get along? Wanna buy a home, but can't get along. I'm trying to stay focused and write the right rhymes, cause these days everybody write rhymes. Uncle went to the rehab, hooked on morphine. It seems he came out even more fiend. Don't wanna see cuz die or blood bleed. We all lose every time black blood bleed. Holla Hail Mary, a light no candle, but I'm still trying to handle what I can do. I go hard for what I need, so it's ample. Watch me, you won't need no example. Crucial situation, my life in a crisis. Need to trade my life in for crisis. Please forgive me for what I did last night. I don't know, this might be my last night. It's point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Loc. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Nate Blood, C-Mac, shout out my Loc, Spotter Loc, cuz. Nate Blood, on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
In the words of Spider Loc on my mama's
The homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Loc. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Loc.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga is Spider Loc.
Spider Loc, nigga.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc, that's my nigga.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Loc, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Loc, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loc is in LA somewhere doing it.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang in here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, baby.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spider Loc, most easty. No mistake in the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway. BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box. We never put feelings over facts. Baymaacbiz, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards. We all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies. Facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Jeter, you already know. Gratitude is the attitude. It sure is a blessing to be back in the black box and blow a session, especially when I got a homie from the SEM, special guest. I know y'all recognize the face. Although he ain't been in the space, he's all over the inner space. This is my Loc, neighborhood to the neighborhood, ODM Slim, C-Bop.
Hello.
Y'all know him originally as the handler, manager of the homie Free C-Mac, Fi Crib.
Free Mac, man. Happy birthday to him, too. Yesterday was his birthday, man.
Oh, happy C-Day to the homie. I didn't even know that,
Yes, man.
I see my boy Blue Smurf in the chat.
Blue Smurf, man. You already know, man. My nigga, man.
I'm going to let y'all know I'm tempted to be reckless because I got a special guest, but I'm going to get to the regular program. So you know what we on, y'all. The word of the day. It's a familiar word. Bobby Brown made it familiar to us. My prerogative.
It's my prerogative.
Okay, we ain't got to even check the...
I'm going to do what I got to do.
We ain't even got to check the pronunciation. I ain't even going to go to that. But the word of the day is prerogative. Prerogative means... I'm searching, y'all. I'm searching. Let me settle myself a little bit. Prerogative means right or privilege, and especially refers to a special right or privilege that some people have. If you'd rather sell the tickets than use them, that's your prerogative. Just don't sell them at the venue because they call that scalping and you might catch a case. So, mama. We also have a new segment around here, ODM Slim. I don't know if you know. I've been doing the word of the day almost as long as we've been doing the black box, but I've also added, so I know we get into a whole bunch of current events and bullshit on here, and we enjoy ourselves like barbershop talk.
Right.
However, I feel like that's not quite enough, and even though we go through that, it seems like we end up kind of building, mostly often, on something positive.
Right.
So in the middle, we do the bullshit, and then we do the positive at the end. I try to put something positive in the beginning. So
right, inspirational.
Exactly.
Motivational.
Not only is it the word of the day now, it's the word of the day, and we do an inspiring quote. So this is the inspiring quote of the day.
Powerful.
Thank you, bro.
It's powerful.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.
100.
I usually just freestyle a reaction to the quote, but since you here, I'm gonna allow you to go first. How did that inspire your thought pattern?
It tells you don't waste your time. If people in your way, get them out your way. Your time, people got a death day. Everything in between, make it count. That's what that meant to me.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. That has so many implications to me that I got a show coming up with one of my sisters, LaBridget Mason. It's my homie Creep, my artist as well. Creep the Crip from Do-Rock is his wife, and our title of our show is Levels and Layers. And there's so many levels and layers to this simple statement, because when I look at time in there, in that quote, time is the most valuable commodity known to humans, and it's limited. And once you realize that, it's another quote this brings to mind. It says, you get 2 lives. You only get 2 lives in life. Everybody get 2 lives. And the second one begins when you realize you only get 1.
Whoa, you awaken.
Yeah,
wake
that's
up.
a word we use off. Yeah, and awoke or awaken is such an overused word these days. It's hard to kind of grab it. Shout out to Seti Nash
Seti in the building
in the chat.
Stop playing my boy.
I see ODM Slim. He bring the internet street celebs through. Shout out to Nash.
No,
man.
that Nash. Listen, Nash, my nigga.
No, Nash don't be in here like that, cuz. Neighborhood to the neighborhood, but ODM Slim brought him through, man. Appreciate your energy.
Listen, he gonna come through. He just be doing a lot. Nash be.
No, you know what he represent to me? He represents somebody who been doing this shit before. It was kind of like everybody. It was cool, stuck with it, and he kind of established himself as somebody everybody familiar with. And I got love for cuz just cuz he from hood. And I don't know if he really realized this. It was at one point I went through my YouTube channels, like comments 2-3 years old. I was just going through them during COVID, and I realized he had said some bullshit on my chat like years ago. And I went, it's old, and I asked him, like, I didn't disrespect him, I just like questioned what he was talking about. And then he responded like, man, I was under a wrong impression back then. Whatever it was, I forget.
Right.
So I don't know, cuz, but we always been solid since then.
Look, he did, I did.
You know I ain't gonna lie on nothing. Facts over feelings.
Right,
and
right.
that's the first segment. Like I told you before we get to the bullshit, I try to do something positive. And in the meantime, somebody in the chat asked for 97 ways. So no better way for me to chop it up than to pay 97 ways right now. And we'll get into the title as soon as we get back, y'all. Black Box Productions, Out the Mud, ODM Slim, SPI the Low, VJ Keyway, Free the Homie Mac, Happy C-Day. You already know, Siete, Sems. Baby.
What time it is?
Oh yeah, yeah. 97 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
100,000 feel like something when you're thumbing through it. Done it when some would say one would be dumb to do it. Running circles round rappers on their last lap. PayPal perhaps. Ass cap the cash app. Ass app is how I expect the next direct deposit. Positivity love phone posits check the closet. Just say we touching paper is an understatement. Underground label running late, tell them run the payment. Executive decisions, check the balance. Time to monetize the talents, I accept the challenge. Memory a crazy tune, 111 days. Loco for my days, 97 ways.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
Unable to fake it, fuck how they take it. Heard about the meeting, I was able to make it. Just sick of watching Sherm heads squabble each other while the judge steady handing out lottery numbers. It go down year round, ain't gotta be summer. Life's a bitch and niggas never get apologies from her. Dumber, big and little homies frequently locking. Don't see no other options, that's the reason they flocking. SPI ain't the nigga, how you figure fat? Gift the gab, every gig get a bigger bag. Either name your price or it's appropriation. Finesse game, nigga nice with negotiations.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it.
We gon' live it. Google gang out the mud in the building. Baymac ENT. Y'all see what's happening in these YouTube streets. Y'all know what's happening with T.I. Tip the Tipster. Me and hey, y'all gotta understand sitting next to me. Oh, shout out to Caleb Productions in the chat. My boy Blue Jay. Y'all see what I got on. This is the Grand Fiji gear. It's a part of the I Will Walk movement. For y'all know, the homie is in a wheelchair. And he is going through the battle, the struggle of regaining his physicality, and we all got his back. We ran his music on our last episode. However, he did it over an old Tupac beat. We got copyrights. We had to mute it, but the visual is still there. You'll get like a 2-minute just blank of his video. Y'all go check it out. It's called Shed So Many Tears. Please run it up. But this is his gear, and please support the I Will Walk movement. The name of the brand is Grand Fiji. Real fly. He did give me a big old school pro club. Oh, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, cuz T.I. Tipster.
But don't give my nigga the legends.
Dude, there you go. Shout it out.
It's my nigga SD Legends, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Anthony, man, out there grinding, you know what I'm saying? Out there putting on for San Diego, you know what I'm saying? He made sure I keep that SD Legends fly.
Hey, good. You saying that in my ear. I usually don't use this platform to cross energies. If you keep saying SD, I gotta say ECIP to the homie Baby Rob.
Right.
Streets that those that know recently rested.
We lost a soldier.
On my mama. A real good nigga, man.
Good nigga, man. Father and all that. Man.
All that. To his baby mama. My little niece, cause I love you, praying for you on the set. Boosie, cuz I know you are. I was gonna say I don't know if you're aware. I don't know if all y'all aware.
Right.
I'm gonna try not to make this a dialogue, and we just gonna try to. I'm gonna try to politic, and we gonna politic, right?
Right.
So, shout out to Neighborhood Bone, S Bone. Go follow up in the chat. You went to Cuz Hood with the Hood Vlogs recently, huh?
Who? S Bone?
You said 40s met Dago, huh?
Yo, Dago.
Oh, okay.
Dago.
Neighborhood to the neighborhood.
No.
Shout out to my boy Hoodie from the Hood, too.
Yeah, Hoodie from the Motherfucker.
I'm getting distracted because y'all know I usually don't share this motherfucking stage. But here we go.
I'll take it over, y'all. Hey, it's the Black Box on Blackie.
Black Box Productions.
Mr. Blackie in the Black Box.
One of the blackest. On my mama. Hey, tell me this, Crip. Have you seen what's going on with about some months back, Birdman brother hit the scene. He got this reputation as an OG nigga.
Yeah, right.
Got out of prison, similar to Keefe D, by cooperating and implicating
a dead man,
some dead people.
Right.
I'm gonna give you my personal perspective on that, regardless of who did it. If I die, any of my niggas, if you can wiggle that, wiggle it. I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem with that.
I feel the same. Listen, I got a homie that's going through right now. My homie committed suicide. They wiggling it. He ain't getting on the stand and doing nothing, but it's his lawyer that's doing everything. That's wiggling it. That's wiggling the case. So if it's his lawyer wiggling the case,
he might have to suggest alternative possibilities.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why he committed suicide. That's why he did this. That's why he did that. So I've seen it multiple times. You know what I'm saying? You already know my cousin in the building. You already know Nate Ray's. You already know my cousin. All my cousin Ray's are gonna come. They gonna pull up.
You already know fame. All to the fame.
Famous, man. Stop playing.
Black Bone.
Black Bone, nigga. That's my. Come on, man. So when damn, Black Bone fucked me up with that shit.
All right, don't trip.
If you die, I'm thinking I died. I just see gang of homies do this already. So I just seen this. So we saying like, oh, I didn't never seen that shit in my life. I'll be lying.
Right. But see, this is the thing. We have gotten caught up in discussing these issues through the eyes of social media and general public, civilians, people who don't have nothing to do with it. And now, through maturity and a broader perspective, a lot of times you even get forced or challenged with watered down or diluting your perspective on this. Because we know we done seen so many, it's like right now, the corniest thing they say, oh, you don't talk to the police at all. As if everybody ever went in front of the police, don't say nothing. That ain't you tell it. That's not what it is.
No, I didn't nigga try to get myself some shit and fucked up.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I did.
What happens is this. Why they come up with don't talk at all is because a lot of people who do that accidentally fuck themselves or implicate crimies, trying to help us. Your intentions are perfect. The police say, okay, we know you was here, such and such happened. And then you like, no, we did, and we know this happened. That didn't happen because we was just shopping. You trying to help you and your homie, but you just put yourself at the incident.
Right.
And a lot of people don't realize that. So don't say nothing is your best bet until you see your lawyer.
Right.
However, nobody is dumb enough to think you supposed to go through this system, faced with these demons and all that we up against, and you up against it, and you ain't got no cap. You ain't got no cap.
Niggas don't try to cap.
You got to cap. A lot of times you got to shoot your cap.
Because even when you in there, motherfuckers, like, I ain't gonna lie, with me, I was a young nigga. When they go trying to take this and that, my shit was like a shooting, right? So they like, hey, you this and I'm like, what? He like, yeah, you did this and that. I'm like, how the hell, you understand? Where you was at? So I'm thinking like, all right, listen, I'm finna fake it like say this. I'm lying the whole time.
Right.
So I'm trying to fake it like this and that, but they knowing they already got me on camera over here.
Bone said, nah, Bone, on Hood, just think about this. And I'm gonna put a number up where you can call in, Bone. Matter of fact, text Bone this number right here. So he could call in on the big speaker. Right. It's right there. Text that to Cut. This is what I'm saying, Bone. You saying cut and dry, telling us anything to assist the Johnnies. Not necessarily true.
What?
It's to assist the Johnnies in
No.
incriminating someone else. Because just think, in a sense of Keefe D or Gangsta Williams, or even what T.I. Tipster admitted to, claimed to.
Right.
If I'm going to assist the Johnnies to close a case and nobody alive is going to be incriminated, I assisted the Johnnies, I got myself out of a twist, and I did not incriminate or cause anybody to be under the threat of incrimination.
But first of all, how do I got assist the Johnnies if my lawyer doing everything? I'm not gonna say
No, if they call you, if you already stretched, you got an L.
I got an L.
You done did 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, whatever.
Right.
They come and show you a cold case and say, we know you was here, your fingerprints is here, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
And they're going to accept your statement that a dead man did it and you get to walk.
A dead man did it.
Man, what the feed? I don't understand the
dead
logic.
man did it.
Anybody that challenges that idea as something wrong is just goofy as feet up.
It's the thing with niggas. Niggas think this. Fuck you. We lost 2 homies, first of all. One of the homies is dead already on some other shit, right? Then you got another homie doing life on some other shit. So nigga, nah, look, man, I ain't do it. Nigga, it was cuz.
ODM, you got the super chat going out. They shouting you out from Alabama.
That's my boy,
Nate
nigga on the
Bud.
dead. That's my Nate Bud.
Oh, my
Stop
mama,
playing,
mama.
my
Shout
guy,
out to
man.
my Bama boys.
They on the hood.
Now, I want your perspective on Boosie, because within Boosie was recently on Vlad TV, right? And he was questioned about his perspective on T.I. Tipster. Do you see when Tip say he had a conversation with his dead cousin?
Right, he said that.
And his dead cousin told him to tell?
Yeah.
All right.
But the thing is this, though.
Wait. Before you respond,
right.
I want to bring this to your mind. Terrence Gangster Williams hit the scene under those circumstances. And Boosie went public saying, hey, up until this point, he been a legend in my mind, but he a rat. I can't f with him. He told on the dead. He was clear about his position. And he said, I can't co-sign him. No love, no respect. He a rat. Now, that's been some months. I spoke on it, suggested he should apply that same logic toward Tip since Tip came out. Now, a lot of people in the comments on social media have been having that position.
Right.
Then here come Boosie finally on Vlad. It seemed like he was pinpointing on the question. You say, I was going to play it, but you say you saw it.
Well, I did something.
Give me your perspective on his response in relation to how he responded to the Terrence Gangster Williams scenario, and if it's in...
First of all, the look first was like this. Fuck. Why would you say this? Fuck.
That was more than a look. You just quoted him. You quoted him. That's what he said.
Oh.
He was like, just look, keep talking. I'm going to show you just to remind you. He was flustered, and he was like, why would he say it at a time like this, man?
Right.
And that indicated to me it was more of the fact that everybody knows than he knew.
Right.
Because he also said, he said, so you're not doing the project? He was like,
no, I'm not dropping the project. He said,
but before he said, man, people hit me, talking about, man, you the last one left. Too many people telling me you can't do it. What do that got to do with it? That's the part I'm not over understanding, not quite getting.
I'll tell you this. Remember I said, at a certain level, you gotta be willing to do all the other bullshit.
With the T.I. situation, if he did that, you a fucking rat too.
All right, I'm gonna go back to this too. He say if he did
right.
that. If he did, right. He didn't say we not trying to figure out if T.I. did this because somebody else said that he did it. T.I. has testified, claim he did it. So he say if he trying to find a way out of T.I. because I guess they was anti-Charleston white together, right. whatever. They got this persona through hip hop.
Both their sons was beef with Charleston white at the same time. Remember?
On the set. So, but if all right.
The T.I. situation, if he did that, you a fucking rat too. I don't spare no motherfucking body. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat.
He said what Bone said. But look, even if he meant that for real, guess what? If that's the case, Boosie, keep it a Google, cuz. Keep it hood. Keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Not 1,000, not 100, not 1,000,000. Keep it a Google. T.I. cooperated when he did the We Tip commercial. If that's what you're saying. So how does it take you a decade plus, almost 2 decades, to come to this conclusion if this is your logic? So that's...
So you think like he probably been do this?
It's no probably. What you might not, because you late to this game. Right. When I'm talking about late to this game.
You're right.
I'm talking about this internet, just paying attention. I've been telling people why the internet comments sway toward the queerdos is because niggas that really represent where I came from are the last to get to the internet, and then they're the last to be in the comments. The average nigga like you and me that watch the internet, even the content we like, dislike, we don't end up in the comments.
Right.
So when you got people in the comments trying to take the perspective of somebody from our lifestyle, I already look at them a certain way. So what I'm trying to tell you is, back in the early 2000s, I was doing this. I was in the studio every day, in front of the internet all day, every day.
Right.
T.I. got caught up in a situation
right.
where his homeboy got killed as a result of some beef that he started. T.I. Tip Harris ended up on the stand on behalf of the prosecution for 45 minutes testifying, telling everything he knew about the events associated with the murder.
Yeah, I heard some shit like where they had it.
But this what it was. Down, right? I'm trying to tell you. Back then, when I went to the studio, it was a thing. Just you know what 2 Girls in a Cup is?
Yeah, the little.
Yeah.
All right, that's when that was popping.
Yeah.
Back in them days, if you came to my studio and we finna kick it and smoke and do music or just chill, it's a few things on the internet I'm finna show you. It's Kimbo Slice.
Knocking shit out.
I was one of the first niggas that turned the gang of niggas on to Kimbo.
Right.
It was like, it wasn't pop, because the internet wasn't big like that. I just happened to be a nigga that was in the studio, turned on to this. Shout out to DJ Crash, motherfucking Big Trap, because he was an internet geek way back then, and I was benefiting from that.
Right.
So, I would show you Kimbo. I'm like, you seen this? I'm going to show you Rotten.com. I'm going to show you Two Girls in the Cup, and I'm going to show
Freaky
you.
nasty,
yes. And I'm going to show you T.I. on the stand for 45 minutes telling. But yes, he got it wiped off the internet.
I heard that.
So, Boosie, if all of a sudden, if anybody that cooperate to help themselves, whatever, is a rat, you've been on that. And you are familiar with the system. You've been up against Facing Life, Hot Ones, and all that. Right. So, you don't need to be late. So, I don't understand that part. But let's go. Let's keep it running. Hold on.
Yeah. Cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble. That means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat. I don't know if that's true. With the T.I. situation. And then, I'm like, why the fuck he say that when we got a fucking album finna come out? Okay.
Right there. Why would he say that when we got an album coming out? That's the part I see right there. Why would he say that when we got an album coming out?
If Boosie is the nigga that he claimed to be, instead of saying, why would he say that when we got an album coming out? He would be saying,
when I heard that nigga, album
you know what he should be saying? I'm so glad he said that before I put that album out with him. That's what a nigga that's really the nigga that he would be grateful.
100.
He would be like, Jeter, I'm so glad I didn't do no album with no rat nigga. I'm glad he said that. But
100.
if y'all could see how he look, how disappointed he looked when he say this, let me show y'all how disappointed he looked.
Fuck he say that when we got a fucking album finna come out? Okay. Like, it was like, bruh. Okay, so is that album coming out?
Oh. So you have a finished album with T.I. that's not coming out?
No, because it ruined everything.
Because of that?
It ruined everything.
It ruined everything. I woke up with my motherfucking phone, everything full. Like, Boosie, you cannot do an album. Boosie,
hey,
my real fan, like Boosie, you the
look, there you go again. Did y'all hear that? He say, my phone, everything full of people saying, Boosie, you can't do an album with him. You the last nigga. Let me tell you something, bro. If you are a street nigga, a nigga in the game, dedicated yourself to sticking to any type of principles or code, and you need the input of anybody on the outside of your brain in order for you to decide your stance on any of these positions, you are not cemented in what you say you standing on. Neighborhood Bone, SBZ, Easter Deal, my low.
Man, I can't call it top of the top. What up with it?
Hey, Bone,
blessings abundant, man.
Turn your TV down right quick.
And y'all go turn. Y'all go make
It's
sure y'all tap
right
in
here.
and follow the homie S Bone channel. That's who you hear live on the line right now. He another content creator. That's what they calling it these days. That's really from the culture. A native of this La La land out here that represent everything I represent and some and more, because we have different experiences. Just like ODM Slim, ain't no difference in none of us when we come before you and say we experts on this shit we talking about out here. So we welcome his perspective, opinion on the subject matter. What up, Bone, my low?
Man, how you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
Oh, easy call. You already know this long overdue. We
I'm sick of this shit.
We stay building behind the scenes.
It's regular. Regular.
Easy call.
I'm sick of this shit, Bone.
Just before you just freestyle and preach. Okay, we just gonna analyze this. The way Boosie responded to Terrence Gangsta Williams. Do you think he had a choice to respond to T.I. different? And do you think he giving T.I. the same energy, or is he kind of like, you digitalize?
Yeah, he was. It's a little bit of both. You know, he was pressured up because the public, they waiting for what Boosie gonna say. You already know Vlad was gonna put him on blast, and you want to see what he want to say and all that other stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be real interesting to see what happens coming forward and stuff. That T.I. gonna respond and all that other stuff, but. One thing I want to say is kind of like piggyback on what you said earlier as far as like pedestrians and civilians and people that's in the social media lane. you know, everybody got an opinion on quote unquote street business and street politics and all that. And, you know, people that's listening to this and they ain't really like from that ism and shit, you know, people need to be careful in that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how people, you know, you can lose your life.
Definitely.
You know, people like Boosie said to Vlad, like Vlad, you ain't seen no black and white and all that other stuff because, you know, we in that culture right now. We in the council culture era right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where people, you know, they looking for anything to try to like blemish your image, your record, or whatever you call it. So, you know, we just sitting back getting a front row seat to the industry really just crumbling in front of us. Kind of like when you sit back and you look at your own soil and look at everything and how everything is turning out and stuff. So it's basically the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got niggas in the streets that's...
You're right.
You got niggas in the streets that harbor snitches, hang with them, and get money with them and all that. But then, you know, it may be another nigga that, you know, that they might feel like a certain type of way about something and niggas are ostracized. So, you know, it's a little bit up in the air, man.
And I think...
As far as what I said about assisting the police, you know, I'm just
help
saying,
me out.
Like,
because I know...
You know, by law, we supposed to plead the flip. By law.
We
quote
plead...
unquote, street law.
But you know... I mean, that to me, that's a graduated...
No, but he gonna break it down.
Oh, go ahead, Bone. Go ahead. Thank you. Go ahead.
You know, damn, I forgot what I was going to say.
My bad. We supposed to plead the fifth.
We are old, cuz. We are old.
No, by law,
plead the fifth.
Right. By law.
Yeah. Basically, you know, the street law as far as like niggas that's from this ism, Bloods, Crips, Hoovers and all. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is taught really to be pleading the fifth from the gate. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas that been in the streets and claim they've been through the blender and shit, they ain't never really went through no little interrogation sessions and been through that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So niggas really is out here in the streets not really doing nothing and going through nothing. They're really just sitting around, you know, doing what they do and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different ball game when you walk up in that room and you see the people, man. You got to put your big boy shoes on, and it's time to go in there and
they off top.
Really stand on whatever you think.
And they come in there playing you like they're your friend off top. They so cold. Go ahead, talk your shit. Man. Yeah, go ahead, talk your shit.
Come on, cuz it's a cold game, man. Right. And then as far as with T.I., it ain't nobody who he could have told on to put in jail, but by us being street niggas, we know damn well you ain't getting caught with no gang of guns and no silencers and all that old shit, and we definitely ain't finna be doing come on.
No, look, I gotta jump in again. Look, hold on, Bone.
This is the last thing.
All right, go ahead.
Before I begin, this is the last thing, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Right. If we made a 1-800 like tip video or something,
thank you.
You already know.
And that classifies when Boosie say anybody who cooperate to help themselves out is a rat. That classifies as cooperation. And I want to say this: you say it's nobody Tip could have told on because we street niggas, we can't see it. This what I want to put a disclaimer in. As a street nigga like you and bro right next to me, I've been an internet nigga way long ago, almost 20 years ago.
Internet nigga, that sounds
and niggas like street niggas like the normal us wasn't watching the internet like me and got to see. Look, how you on the internet every day now, it was one point where you could watch T.I. sit on the stand for 45 minutes in a murder trial and tell everything he knew about the night and the incidents that led up to and down to the last moment his best friend was killed, how he tried to switch him from van to van, how he saw a certain hand come out of a certain window, he saw gunfire, he talked about people in his...
Yeah, I did see something briefly like that. Yeah,
all right, look, check me out. When you do that on the behalf... Look, T.I. got caught with them guns.
That's all bad, cuz.
But look, Bone. He got caught with them guns you're referring to 2 years prior, and he tried to stay stumped down when his homie first got killed. The prosecution been trying to get T.I. to cooperate. He was trying to stay stumped down for 2 years. He wasn't fucking with it. I don't know nothing. I was dozed off in the van, and then I woke up. The homie was dead. That's the only type of shit he had to say. Then he got caught with them guns. It's time to look. The prosecution held up his trial for 2 years because they wanted the star witness. If I could play you headlines right now from Atlanta News that when T.I. just went to court that day, he was described as the star witness in a prosecution case. How can the motherfucking Steph Curry get the MVP for the Golden State Warriors and he didn't help get the championship?
Right. Ain't no such thing as being ain't no such thing as being a DA witness.
Bro, I've been trying to explain it like this for the longest, Bone.
Any nigga that's a DA witness, nigga, that's all bad. Period.
Oh my mama, because the DA not finna put nobody up on the stand that they haven't already previously interviewed, and they are convinced that this person's information is gonna help them achieve their conviction. That's the only reason the DA puts you up on the stand, y'all. No other reason.
Right.
Otherwise, he could bring a million random people up to court to get on the stand. If he haven't already interviewed you, discussed with you the crime, and figure what you have told him is going to help acquire a conviction, why else would he invite you, subpoena you? Neighborhood to hoodie from the hood, neighborhood.
That's my guy.
Yeah, niggas ain't been. You know what I'm saying? You got all type of levels of witnesses. You got DA witnesses, prosecutor witness.
Thank you.
Court interest witness. Hot cell witness.
Thank you.
Know
Character. You got character witness.
You know what I'm saying?
You got character witness.
Character witness. That'd be to come to to speak on one of the homies or something if he fighting case you trying to say cuz a good nigga type.
Right.
So you got different levels of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you get up there specifically, nigga, the DA is this nigga, nigga, you fucking with me type shit.
Big
that's
SPI.
all bad, cuz. Ain't nowhere around that.
And just think, you got a witness. We named all the names we can classify, but then you got a celebrity who's considered a star witness who gets on the stand and tries to say he can't say that the people that are charged looking in their face are the people who did what I'm finna tell you happened for 45 minutes. And he tried to make that little reason why he's not a rat when the average person who's looking from the outside in, who not a part of this ism, like you say, don't realize they don't need him to corroborate. They already know who the guys were. Right. Now we need to know if these guys if anybody saw what we know they did, all this shooting. You don't know, you can't identify them, but you can identify what they did. We need you to say that. And when you get there and add that to the case, and not only, this is the coldest part he added, bro. Look at all the charisma he possesses as an orator, a speaker, an actor, a rapper. He's a passionate man. He got on the stand and told 12 jurors he saw his best friend die and how sad it was when he had to call the daughter, call the mother. Bro.
Call the mama to you. I seen that shit.
That is going to break the motherfucking juror's heart.
He broke the mold.
Even if the jurors don't understand none of the technicalities of what was said by the law, the police. Once they see that, you got look. Just think about it in the court system.
Trial ain't nothing but a big play anyway.
On my mind, look, and guess the code is the easiest people to manipulate is the fucking 12 people who never took a class. Right. You got lawyers and judges who did years in motherfucking school on the law, and they also have worked in the courtroom for years on a regular basis. They understand the law by the back of their hand. Right. Then they grab 12 motherfuckers just like us, except we've been dealing with the law all our life. Right. These motherfuckers ain't never been arrested. Only civilians. And they give them the most important decision in the motherfucking process. Yes. So, even though we know the court says you have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, Tory Lanez just proved what I always say. That might be the technical responsibility, but the actual responsibility is not to prove anything. All you have to do is convince 12 civilians. And guess what? I can convince you with something without proving it to you. Right. Because I could tell you right now, Bone, I could call your phone and say, neighborhood crip, cuz we on. They just gave me $10 million. I got this for you, this for you. I don't have to prove that and you can be convinced. Right. Proving it is something different. Right. And I think a lot of times jurors get lost between what they're convinced of and what has been proven. Go ahead. I'm allowing myself to fall back. Go ahead.
So with all this shit that not happen, is it making it look like Newborn was right all along? Is it giving street niggas a black eye?
Newborn.
That Charleston White.
Charleston White. Oh, he on the slip.
No, he said Newborn was right about T.I.
Who was Newborn?
Charleston White. He called Newborn.
Oh, he called him Newborn, neighborhood. No, look, but see, Charleston White came along and kept it a Google about T.I. late in the game. Hell yeah, he been right about T.I. He been, even though, I mean, that's like the pot calling the kettle black, though.
Right.
It ain't, it don't make him no better.
Right.
But yeah, he kept it a Google. T.I. been bad.
Right.
T.I. know he been bad.
Right. I give you that.
Damn.
Niggas said, damn.
Well,
Just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about Dennis Rodman. Put up no points. But you can't take that rebounds and them blocks from him.
All that good shit he did.
That's T.I. T.I. might not pointed nobody out, but he got rebounds. He got blocks. He get a ring. Because when you go in court for a murder trial, you got defense, prosecution. You on one team or the other.
Right. 100.
Phil
Right.
Jackson. Phil
Jackson,
Jackson, the coach of the prosecution, wants a W, a conviction.
Right.
He only putting the people on the court, on the stand, that can help him achieve that. T.I. got on there for 45 minutes. You don't get 40. It ain't 45 minutes in the game. It's 48. It's 48 minutes in the game. So that nigga got 3 minutes. Cuz got 3 minutes of bench.
He playing LeBron James time.
He put in LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Jordan finals time.
Yeah, right.
And trial for your life is the finals. Free Hosea Thomas. And you know what's the coldest part, cuz? If you know the legend of the story, T.I. arrogance as a rapper started the problem with some real local niggas in the VIP by being arrogant and not.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the song he said. Remember the song he said? I want to fight, but then I lost the war, some shit like that. He said in the song.
On the set.
Sundown. What's good?
I ain't gonna lie, oh yeah, that song. Yeah. And that song is a hard song.
Right, he say that.
Oh my mama.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Bone, just so you know, we got a caller from the 317 on the line. I think.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Neighborhood to neighborhood, y'all keep doing y'all shit.
No, you ain't gotta go nowhere. You ain't gotta go nowhere. I'll just let you know he joining us, so you might hear a voice kind of jumping in there. What's up, NY? You from the NY? 317, you still there? Oh, I ain't tapping. My bad.
See, if I wasn't here, he wouldn't listen.
Hey, I'm glad you here. And ain't nothing like a homie on my mama. 317 when my homies call. What's happening, homie?
It's Blue J, day one. Oh no. What's up, ODM? What's up, Spotted Low?
You already got it.
Deal. You already know what time it is.
Hey, look. Bone and Bop might not know. They call me VJ Keyway around here, right? And VJ Keyway, they know what Keyway is. They know what a VJ is. But the reason they call me VJ Keyway is because I be playing videos. Since this nigga hopped on here talking about Day Uno, I'm going to have to give it up one time on my mama Day Uno, produced by the Puto, featuring my boy BS, Blue Smurf, on the second verse. And Blue Smurf, if y'all listen to this song, it's called Day Uno.
My nigga Spider Loca.
Oh, my mama, cuz. I went to the studio with Blue Smurf, cuz. Puto played one of his beats. He was the engineer. Puto is the nigga that introduced me to Nipsey back in 01. He from Gray. Ooh, my low. Anyway, so, God, I can't never get that shit right. But look, so Blue Smurf, he tell Puto play some beats. So Puto play some beats. Blue Smurf picked the beat. He like, I got a hook. I'm like, I ain't heard of nothing. I'm like, go lay it. He laid the hook. This the hook he laid. So when he say Day Uno, Puto the engineer, it's his beat. I get to write my verse about Puto. So Puto the little yellow nigga, he looked like T.I. in the video. Nigga. Yeah, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to them. But anyway, Day Uno, Black Box Productions, VJ Keyway, S-Bone, Blue J, and my nigga C-Bop, ODM Slim. We in this thing.
That's my Day Uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends. Day Uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my Day Uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Game bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My Day One ain't never changed up. That's my Day Uno.
Niggas know S since Day Uno. For rare recitors, and I'ma say Puto. And I mean that with all due disrespect. To the ops off tops if you diss the set. It's mine though, I go half on the sack with him. Double back on foot with the Mac with him. Cognac, that's what my joint drank. Period. I done seen him do it point blank. Neighborhood for death though, EC on mine. Every time, still give my nigga 3 up high. When it's cracking, he usually a trip before me. In 03 introduced me to Nip. Got a lot of politics between the two turfs. Choose to keep it mafia like Blue Smurf. Half the time I don't even like her, but I ain't never met a nigga like
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno. So when it come to dying, it ain't nothing. Killing ain't shit either. Enemies know we stay hunting. We know it's wrong, but we love it. Where you wanna take it? We in the streets. We don't mind a little confrontation. Whole lot of gunplay with me and my low. I'm talking pistol with the scopes when we out on patrol. Hunting for domes. My low was a fool when he get it in. Pull up on him like cuz, let's slide and he getting in. Lil Mac down my bro. Ain't gotta prove a point. It's facts over feelings in my SPI voice. M's be the logo. That's my day uno. We ain't friends. It's only me and cuz in this Benz. Like identical twins. We on that same shit. Day unos. Them be the niggas that I bang with. A lot of politics between both gangs, it is what it is. The homies live the game. That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno.
My day uno, day one. And let me tell you my philosophy on day one. Neighborhood, I got you, cuz I do this on VJ Keyway. What you mean? Sometimes they can hear you before they see you. You digging like it's all hood. Look, day uno to me, a lot of people think day uno is a motherfucker been there since day uno. To me, a motherfucker that kept it a Google since day uno. So your day unos could start tomorrow, end up. You can only know him as long as a motherfucker kept it solid since the first day y'all started interacting. That's my concept of day uno. And some of them do go way back to day one, but not often or not always. And that's why I don't really tap into the no new friends. Because if you really out here living in this cycle, going around, interacting with the real energy
new friends are great.
You look for new friends because friends are valuable, and you never stop living looking for the valuable things in life. Y'all dig a lot?
Yes, sir. Shout out to my new friends. You know what I'm saying?
Neighborhood.
All my new friends that I've been accumulating since I've been doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, mama.
Y'all niggas is powerful.
Tell me this. Have y'all seen the latest interaction with Charleston White going to Houston, the police, Jay Prince, and all that?
Yes.
I'm going to go last. I'm going to allow all three of y'all to get y'all thoughts on that. Then I'm going to get y'all what I'm thinking.
Go ahead. You go first. Who that, Blue Jay?
That's Blue Jay and Bone.
All right, Blue Jay go
Blue
first.
Jay.
Go ahead, Blue
man,
Jay.
I go first. I believe cuz, man, he worked with them people, man, and he's just trying to shed light on that situation that they got down there so he can have easy access to get in and out because shit, he ain't go down there. So, you know, he threatened a lot of people on this internet and shit, he ain't popping up. So when he talk about this little latest shit y'all talking about, it just seemed like he's just trying to, you know, get on this internet and shed light down there on the people so he can get in and out of Houston because there's some business he got down there. It seemed like to me that shit he's scared to go down there and handle. But shit, if you supposed to be all tough and shit, and you know you've been running names for a couple of years now, shit, handle your business. Mm-hmm. That's my thoughts on it. I land.
I almost want to jump in because you beat me to my thought, but go ahead. Who next? Bone, go ahead.
Bone, I'll get you good. Bone, go.
What you at said, bro?
We just trying to get your thoughts on the whole
newborn and going down to
Houston and how he reacted. What's your perspective?
Oh yeah, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, cause you know newborn. That's my tiny homie. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that really put cuz on the map and shit. For real. Okay. But all bullshit to the side. Okay. That nigga newborn, cuz he kind of like kind of like one of them old ass niggas. Like when you go to jail and you get a celly, and they just have you up talking and passing your time and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He remind me of a nigga like that. But as far as the, I'm just glad that he keeping that same energy. You know what I'm saying? With the people down there. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm more of that mindset. Like I'm just like, okay, keep that same energy with them. Cause we already know how Cuz, like, you know what I'm saying, he really made his career off of LA cripping and blood, disrespecting, you know what I'm saying, the West Coast, along with everybody else, but really just disrespecting the motherland, the homeland.
Right.
You feel me? That's really how he made his career and shit, and he kind of like venturing off and changing it and flipping it and trying to do some other shit, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, this other stuff that came up with the people down there, so, you know, I really ain't touching. I ain't touching them people. I ain't speaking their name on this shit. None of that shit. I don't even got the money yet. I don't even give a damn about none of that. I'm just like I said. I'm of the mindset. I'm just glad to keeping that same energy with them down there. And I just got my front row seat just watching to see how it play out.
I could dig
that part.
All right, that was Blue J Bone Bop.
All right, let's go. First of all, I feel he a coward, first and foremost, because you do all that popping you doing. Why not just go down there? Why not just go down there and handle the business? Why not have that same? You keep that same energy, cool. But why you said fuck the police, fuck you, don't give a fuck, you scared of nobody. You got all these guns and all that, nigga. Drive all your guns, you and your boy, and take your ass down there and do what you gotta do. That's how I feel. Why cry about it? If you don't give a fuck about none of that shit, you talk about all these Cali niggas, cause niggas across the map, you fuck them niggas, fuck all that shit. So them that's your city. That's the city past you. And then I think first of all, the nigga he from hold on, wait 1 second. He from fucking the nigga from
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, but he kept saying that whole thing, Dallas. Us Dallas, we in Dallas, nigga. Dallas, he trying to start some shit between Fort Worth and Dallas.
I think it's like a DMV thing in Texas with they got like it's a letter thing, how they connect all of them.
Fort Worth and Dallas together?
It's like they call it like, it's something, how they call them the
But why,
how they go do DMV on the Midwest. It's somehow that area is considered connected.
It could be, I'm not saying that, but why he a Fort Worth nigga all the other times.
No, I agree. No,
and all of a sudden
he shook up, man, because he in a situation he dealing with a different monster right now with them people down there. So you know,
I think he kind of exposed.
That's just what it is.
He exposed his scam because he tried to be this hybrid civilian street nigga that is just only utilizing the law as a tactic to say, so what? I'm still with it. And if you want to see me, I'm going to see you. I'm ready to not only to kill, I'm ready to die. He said all this. He's so charismatic. And it's of course, it's only entertainment. But he tries to bring it across.
Yeah, we from the city. We know.
Yeah, we know.
That shit,
but this is my thing. This is how, like, it's seemingly that he has a lot of people. This is why I also realize a lot of real niggas that are, like, still, like, tap in and, like, weed out the bullshit. For one, I don't fuck with Cuz because how he disrespected the homie. Neighborhood Nip the Crip. I could kind of I could laugh at a lot of shit because he also is a brilliant-minded motherfucker if you could weed out the bullshit.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Just because you say something good don't mean you're not a bad person.
Oh, God. Just think about all the preachers that get up and have people really feeling good but really be doing all kind of dirt behind. And just because you say a few blessings don't mean you can't also spew curses.
Pastors and blessing people
and pimps.
Right.
Because some women never have self-esteem until they meet a pimp. And while he give you that self-esteem, he strip everything else you need to have a character.
100.
So my thing is this. Cuz just, even for those that kind of like believe in what he's doing, fighting the dirtiness of our culture and all the other shit is a necessary evil, he proved himself a coward, like the homie said, because all he came and said is, the police is scared of Jay Prince. So I didn't go.
Yeah, right.
He didn't say Jay Prince told on him. He didn't say Jay Prince told the police nothing. He said he told the police, hey, can y'all come with me? Because I've been talking a gang of shit.
Right.
I need to go get some money down here. And when he called the police, them motherfuckers told him, we cool. We can't fuck with you.
First of all, he said the mayor hit him and said that they can't protect him down here and all this stuff. But then he said 2 seconds later, like, what's the mayor? Who's the mayor again? Oh, is he a male or a female? If the mayor contact you, you should know if a male or female contact you.
Oh God, but yeah, that's another piece of the bullshit. But I don't approve of
that nigga do a lot of lying, man. That nigga ain't,
on my mama,
I
don't approve of 97% of the shit I see Jay Prince name come up with on the internet. I feel like he play himself way out of the perspective I've had of him all my life.
Right? You know why?
Yeah.
That's what I think, because he had like a mysterious thing to him. Like, he
exactly.
didn't talk. Like, ooh, that nigga gangster. He don't talk. He don't do nothing. He stay in the backgrounds. He hiding out. Then lately he's like, I
hate to say this, like bring any nigga name in the light who don't search for light, but I just want to give an example of the opposite. Top Dog.
Hey, you know what it is. Anybody, this is what I was going to do a video on.
Cash Money Slim.
Look, anybody that's in the power, look, bro, on 40 Crip, anybody that's in a position of power, got like major pull, money, and all that. They didn't get there by mistake, bro. Right. They got there, you know what I'm saying, doing some twists, doing some things, doing some shit that we don't even know, because we not in them positions. Right. We got power over us and the few niggas that we fuck with. We don't got no...
We ain't willing to go that hard.
You got to remind yourself of that, too. Sometimes when you looking inside of a glass and it look like the party is so fun and you can't get in, or you gotta realize sometimes, like,
you shouldn't be there.
Yeah, that ain't for you.
You shouldn't be at that party.
Right. On my mama. God, I don't care how much fun it look like they having. I don't care how many real niggas talking about they on their way. You see them go in, they come out. Man, a lot of niggas sacrificing shit that you hold dear that you are not willing to relinquish. So you gotta let them have that, and we gotta continue to keep building what's healthy for us. It's enough for us in this space to where, like, we could build something for us, cuz.
You see what happened with Diddy and shit?
Right. No, wait, what?
I'm saying that's what
we're building now.
Building now. Exactly. Yeah, we building now.
Sucking and bobbing.
Oh, my mama.
I like what.
Go ahead.
I like we all can get ODM Slim, S-Bone, Blue Jay, Spider, and Baby Gangster. All of us can get on the network, cuz we build now.
Right.
You see what I mean? And it's gonna get greater later.
Right.
You feel me?
My mama.
Yeah, I like that part.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. DFW.
They
Dallas Fort Worth.
They said that.
So that's like the DMV. You understood what I was trying to like.
They said that.
Okay, good looking. But look, since we talking about Charleston, and we talk about how he tried to like smut our culture. And, newborn. Mama, newborn.
Newborn at the game. That's his thing.
Newborn boo-boo boy. I do love the way he served Ho No Honey, though. He the best thing we got for Ho No Honey and them internet antics.
That nigga say his name Rat Williams.
Oh, God. And Rat Williams, that'll work, too. But before he started with the bullshit, we caught him telling the truth, y'all. Listen to him. La La Land.
The culture, California set the trend of who we are today, man, in the South. The Crips started 50 years ago. You fast forward to 2020, man, you got niggas dying and killing down here behind Grape Street, behind Hoover Street, and they ain't never been and they ain't never going and they ain't never seen it. But they'll kill you behind it. They die represented. They hurt their mamas for it. They abandon their children to represent. You see what I'm saying? So Confucius once said, he who controls images controls minds. Y'all gave us these images.
Them G's don't play out, la la land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is la la land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops, your best. Come deep, cause you can lose your life in la la land.
Royal blue Dodger hat match with the blue ring. Royal blue Chuck tees with big blue shoestrings. Not the hockey team, no, we the true kings. Infrared carbine, that's how we do things. Most of these niggas smoke la la, man. You can call this Los Scandalous a la la land. The home of Tookie, OJ and O'Shea. Think it's for play out here, nigga, okay. The G is over all, y'all just like to hate. And we know dating's old, but we just like to skate. We stay flossing from Carson to Slauson. The grass is greener from here to Pasadena. It's Southern California, but it's still gon' rain. Big bullets get wet and I feel your pain. We love to set, that's all we got out here. It's so cold in these streets that it's hot out here.
Them G's don't play out, la la land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is la la land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops, your best. Come deep, cause you can lose your life in la la land.
It ain't a game out here, you find misery and pain out here. Homie, we hustling the summer sleet or rain out here. California, ride till we die for the skrill. We claim we do it for survival, but it's all for the thrill. Got to get it with it, spit it, hit it through your fit it, split it, bang on them, so they know that the hood did it, no mistaking. West side rider for real. It's like a demon that's inside us, that incite us to kill. Bang, bang, and lay our life down for the gang. I seen a nigga lose his life for trying to fight for his chain. It ain't a game, it's insane, the whole hood dysfunctional. Retaliation seems like the only time we punctual. That's real, cuz we drink and smoke drugs, but it's something about a gangster, cause bitches just love a thug. I think we got the downest hoes on the earth, the baddest bitches in the world, they come from right off the turf. La La Land.
Don't play out, La La Land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is La La Land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops. Your best come deep, cause you can lose your life in La La Land.
La Land. I got a gang of homies from the land on here. I got my homie S-Bomb, my homie Blue J. I forget who was the earliest. Then we got a new caller from the 424. Sound like he local too. What's happening, caller? You on the line with some good folks of mine. Black Box Productions. We breaking bread.
Oh, you already know, man.
Okay.
You know, niggas gotta keep it rolling.
Man, you been sipping on the start.
I mean, you know.
Hey, look, you see I ain't double
What's
cupping, so this ain't nothing but some yak. But it sounds like you double cupping off something more than yak. Some Zach. You up?
That part 60.
Yeah, you sound like you over there leaning.
I was just about to say, you know, gratitude is the attitude.
Jeter.
You know, much love to Big Spotter.
Jeter.
You already. You already know. You know, basically, you know, we just got to stay focused out here. It's too much perpetrating. You know. And that La La Land shit. I just
What part
need to get with it.
What part of La La Land? What part of La La Land you come from?
Oh, Compton. You know, Compton, LA. You know, I come out of Compton though.
Me too. But you know, just imagine I could say that, but I'm from East Coast, so that's deep as fuck. Off of Macki, Central and Alondra.
Off of Women's.
Central and Alondra, but really the whole Compton. You know, my mama had sisters. Her mama stayed in Compton, so every time you left school, you was at somebody's house. So I was like, I grew up in a lot of areas of Compton. Then my daddy stayed in the set, so it's really a real thing to really be able to be from multiple of this shit. You dig a lie? I call it dual citizenship.
Yeah. For sure, that's easy call though.
Yeah.
That's like being
Exactly.
Yeah, but no, I know I'm not the only. I know I'm not the only. I'm just an example of a lot of what happens out here that the outsiders might not realize. The same way somebody might pick up our culture from across town and think on site is squirt everything from the ops and not realize we be at a baby shower with a nigga that's from the opposite side because he done got your sister pregnant, and that's your nigga. And it might still go up, and y'all just miss each other, y'all might tap out for a minute, or the baby shower might be 2 weeks after it went up, and y'all still go to the baby shower, and people don't know it get that intricate. You dig a lie? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. That's how you meet niggas and all that, get to know niggas, and like, all right, this, you know what I'm saying? Because I know niggas from the opposite side, niggas that talk to my baby mama this shit, and this nigga's a good nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
My mama.
Look out for my sons, all his mama take my kids to church. I had the same scenario,
baby mamas that got niggas that's opposites, and we politic, never miss a beat.
Right.
Even in the active years, like on my mama, it's a reality out here. But I realized that not only going through the county jail, but I remember being a young nigga and it's cracking with certain section, right? And then I'm talking about it's on site, all the niggas that's the troopers overstand it, it's on. And then one of the G homies come to the hood and pull up and be like, oh, y'all holler at Wooty Whoop from over there. No, he just like, he hollered at Wooty Whoop, and he said, that's the young niggas, it ain't us. And in my mind, all I'm thinking is, you hollered at who? In my mind, that's one of the main targets. He can't get hollered at, he gonna get hollered at. Yeah. So when I see a G homie I respect in the middle of this shit pull up to him, he just hollered at so-and-so, I start picturing Obama and Putin sitting down at a time of war while they people is slaying each other, and the niggas that run this shit is sitting in the same room trying to discuss it out.
Right.
So,
but that's if you look at even with Dale and all the other niggas, right? Niggas had.
That's the niggas I'm talking about. Look, the G homie was talking about. I just hollered at dildo.
Right.
I swear to God, I can't believe you said that. Rest in peace to the East.
Because
he was
a nigga like he was a nigga that I understood that even he gave me type of game like man. It's with a lot of shit getting made.
That's what make it mafia though.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it's up. All right, cool. Now, look, bro, we're finna kill this shit.
Yeah.
It's over with. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Because you know what? War is only righteous when it's used to bring about peace.
Right.
Other than that, war is a fucking tool of chaos and confusion and destruction. And the only time destruction is healthy is when you destroy the build. And that is a very practical concept, man.
Right.
So
Gotta go to ground zero.
if you go on war out of reckless randomness, yeah, you might got an issue of evil towards you coming on judgment, wherever that might be. Mm-hmm. However, if you out here a warrior, just think how we seen how they praise the fucking army.
Right.
Them niggas ain't nothing but humans, and like them is other people. And okay, whenever they say it's time to pull the trigger and kill, it's all cool. But until then, it ain't no good. Don't let me. I'll get on and I'll take over, y'all. Please interject.
We ain't gonna do that.
Please interject.
I ain't gonna allow him to take over, y'all. No. Listen, I'm not gonna. Listen, I'm listening to chat. The chat. I ain't gonna allow this nigga to do that. I know sometimes he go crazy, y'all. I'll be like, this nigga going to too deep for niggas. He got niggas on his whole brain like, what the fuck you say?
I will.
Stop playing. Stop.
And that's what I use that for.
You niggas hang in this shit. I'm finna get ready to get up and get myself together.
Do your shit, man. Hey, I'm gonna split this screen with you and the homie soon. Neighborhood.
You already know.
Yeah, I appreciate you, cuz.
Likewise.
Neighborhood.
You're neighborhood, nigga.
All right, y'all. Neighborhood, Blue Jay, do y'all shit.
Bro, neighbors.
Yeah.
You already know.
Hey, Spotty, you had it right though, cuz so much going on in the world. It's good to see you on ODM up on the podium, cuz it's a good look, man. Y'all both kind of like one and the same. Y'all like to talk your mind, and motherfuckers like to hear it like us.
Hey, you say I'm glad you say y'all look like y'all could be twins. Hey, look. Hey, I see you say that, Blue Jay. I appreciate it. I'm glad y'all appreciate seeing this on the screen, but just know this is something that happens and has happened beyond the screen. This ain't got nothing to do with the screen. I'm glad cuz jumped in the game, got his feet wet, and then went up to his neck in the water, and now he treading, and he finna be treading, walking on water. So on my mama, I ain't never seen a nigga jump in the game more active with a more positive energy, with the networking and not having to compromise his fucking credibility that we call the street culture and all that. I love cuz. I love what cuz brings to the table. So this is home, even though it's his first time being in here. But I want to shout out my nigga Big Dame for the chat and everybody else that did the super chat. But Big Dame, nigga, you ain't from Billionaire Burgers. You from Marjo's, nigga. And
he Billionaire Burger though.
I know.
Oh my bad.
I know this, but I'm talking about, to me,
right.
he from before that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so like I don't know, but look, why they shut down? They shut down on Long Beach Boulevard.
That's my nigga right there, bro. I fuck with bro. That's
so what you fuck with the gumbo fry? What that shit was?
No, I was fucking with him at R's Kitchen too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
cut you down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, appreciate the super chat, Dame.
Yes,
on my mama. But I gotta tell you, I got another nigga that's real close to me in my life named Dame, and I call him Big Dame. And if you ever stood next to him, you would know why. In my phone, your name, he a security nigga for Chris Brown, most commonly right now, but through a million stars. But in my phone, your name just say Dame, because his name say Big Dame. You call yourself Big Dame, because you ain't big. You my nigga though. Hey, but why they closed down Billionaire Burgers, bro? I thought they was making billions on Long Beach.
Billions.
They Billionaire Burger, boy. They had the it wasn't gumbo. It was what's the other shit black people like?
Yeah, they was going up too high. They prices high.
Yeah, they tried to serve that shit like it was a delicacy, not gumbo. What's the other shit black people like that be stirred up? I think it was gumbo fries.
It was priced right at
main
first.
Thing, gumbo fries. It was gumbo fries, right, Big Dang?
I was locked up for all that shit.
Oh,
okay. When I got out, that shit was like I was in local shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mama's chicken and all that type of shit.
I got a question for you, Spider.
Go ahead, Blue Jay.
What you think about cuz telling on his son about giving somebody a thumper down there some weeks ago, about a couple weeks ago? on one of those networks.
I don't know what you're talking about. Say
networks.
No.
You got Prince. How about the song gave somebody?
No, look. Look.
On
I'm not.
national TV.
Look. That one statement. His whole willingness to speak on it at all. He said we about to open another one. Oh, jambalaya fries.
Jambalaya.
Not gumbo, was
Right.
jambalaya on my mama. That shit was fire. But anyway, his whole participation on speaking on that statement and every statement he made associated with that situation make him sound all bad, look all bad. He remind me of, Quincy Jones did an interview a couple years ago. And it was his last interview because he was talking too much, and his family came out and said whoever recorded him shouldn't have did it because he's delusional, he nuts. I think Jay Prince is suffering from something that we don't really realize because he has I don't give a fuck what happened, what he think, how he feel. He ain't got no business discussing none of that on the internet. Right. Talking about who gave what, who did what, how he feel about it, what he think about it. Right. All that is like unnecessary, unacceptable. And so, including what you specified and everything else he said, I don't understand it. I don't co-sign it. I don't support it. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I just hope, cuz then bring a Rico to that whole demonstration and sink the whole ship. You know what I mean? Like the Titanic.
You know what? I'm glad you brought him.
Like he might.
I'm glad you brought him back up because one thing I cannot say in the Charleston White situation. I can't say whatever Charleston White said, it don't really make Jay Prince look bad to me. That's the one thing I can hear reported that makes sense, that from what you hear about Jay Prince all these years, and you see a town like Houston that got a black police force and all that, you would imagine he got that kind of influence.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, is that a bad thing?
No, not at all.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Suge Knight whole rise to prominence out here in these LA Compton streets was highly due to the fact that when he was in at his prime, there wasn't Compton Sheriffs, it was a Compton Police Department. Right. And it was a very, just like in down south, it was a police department based on the community. They hire from the community. There's only so many people, so you typically recognize the officers from elementary, high school. It was community policing. And Suge Knight, with the whole death row movement, it was once said that he had up to like 75% of the police on payroll because he used to provide security work for him off duty. You'll work all week for the police department and then do a night for Suge and make half your week of work. Right. And through that process, it was understood that if you got bumped up by the Compton police, you could have burner, yay. If you could prove for sure like you had a real death row chain or they could feel that you really was down, you was out of here. And that's kind of like some of the energy that helped usher the Compton Sheriffs in. That's part of gangsterism. The mobsters back in the day.
Niggas praised them though.
Yeah.
They praised the ones that did it. Oh,
It ain't got nothing to do with cooperating and bringing about law. It's one thing to work for the law. It's another thing to have the law work for you.
100.
Whole another thing.
100.
Yeah, but you know what that was though? Hey, look. You know what that was? The police was giving niggas chances, kinda, but they wanted you to bring back these gun permits. But they really was just sending niggas to snitch. You feel me? They was fucking niggas. You twisted niggas in the long run. You feel me? That's all they.
Beating the system, beating the system is a phrase that we all accept, bro. Beating the system is a phrase we accept, and even when it comes to law enforcement, conversation is not against the code. Helping them help to find somebody else guilty of anything or almost, even if they don't find them guilty, putting them on the trail of somebody that could even at any possibility help them is all bad. Right. However, sending them on a wild goose chase, telling them your mama farted and it smelled like roses over there in Long Beach, you better go catch it before it disappear. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You good, man? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Be careful when you do choose to open your mouth, because if in the process of telling them your mama pooed it in Long Beach, you also saying that somebody was there sticking a flower up her ass, now you done told on somebody trying to tell them some bullshit. You feel me? You gotta be careful. Vicious V, please join the conversation, man. Oh, my mama.
Yeah, they was kind of letting them go, but not really. They was on some. you know, they was setting niggas up, dropping guns, everything. You know how it go.
Vicious V. You probably put me on mute, probably went back to work. All right. No, that ain't Vicious V. 901. Maybe that ain't you. 901 area code. What's happening? My bad.
Can you hear me slow?
Yeah, I can hear you, but my homie Vicious, he got the same area code. Okay. I just thought that was him. So
yeah.
Go ahead, talk your shit, brother.
Oh, no. No, what's happening, man? Peace to you and ODM, man. And you know, I'm just checking your site out, man. I called you once before, man, and you know, I had COVID back then, but yo, man, y'all, you got it going on. I love your. Hey, I'm gonna give you a head. Stick to the script, man. I want to hear that, VJ Keyway. I know you got stick to the script. Remember that? I like that shit.
Oh my mama, you know what? Man. Oh my mama, you made a request at the perfect time, cause we've been on here for a stretch. Ain't nothing wrong with changing the moment up. So I'm gonna respect you.
Right there, man.
I'm really happy to have an internet star in the black box like Odie and Slim. So
I hope C-Mac doing good too over here, man.
C-Mac doing good, man. And he finna be feet on the concrete real soon. Don't go nowhere, cause you did this. Stick to the script. Look, stick to the script is a real like slick street game term. Right. And because of Spider Loc said it, y'all think I'm talking about stick to the script. I'm talking about the script. However, it's a play on words because this record, which is over 15 years old, was highlighting my acting career up until that point. So it's really a record about stick to the script. It's about acting. A lot of the things the phrases you hear me mention that might not reference to you, they was parts of productions I was part of. Right. So if you see me say, I accidentally domed your son, I ain't killed nobody's son. That was the title of a movie I was in with Corrupt way back in the days.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
When I say Bank Brothers, that's a film I was in way back in the day with Crooked Eye. And then Cold Case is an episode of it. It just, so stick to the script. We running that Black Box Production, SPI, ODM, Out the Love, at all costs. Stick to the script because the caller asked.
Later, like. I understand. Yeah, later. Don't even trip right now. Yeah. I'm more fatal than a twirling tornado. No, I'm playing. But that's hip hop. From the ES, shooting on the set, to CBS, shooting on the set. This time, I ain't mad at the cold case. Fact check, fake tats of the old face. No record, still did numbers. Plats grew like weeds this summer. It's been on ever since I paroled. When me and Master P got blows, California. Tell Raj what's happening. Ask what I'm doing, tell him I'm just rapping. Don't your son give a fuck what you think of it. Broke a little bread with my bank brothers. I still look out for the rollers. You'll get it later, look out for the rollers. I caught a cold case, then I paroled. Accidentally domed your son, damn I was low. Every day it's a new episode. Ever since a young man I was told, no matter what happens, stick to the script. Scrap in a cabin, stick to the script. Rapping or acting, stick to the script. Now it's lights, camera, action, I stick to the script. I'm no soprano, more like a baritone or a tenor, no pasta for dinner. Hijacking airplanes, shooting a pilot. Till they holler cut, we just shooting a pilot. Producers choose when I walk in the room. All I gotta do is talk in the boom. If the script ain't tight, Spider gon' hike. I'm like, damn, now the writers on strike. They done let the sag and sag. They tell me since you got the swagger, then swag sounds stupid. Calling something this handsome ugly. It don't look good cause the camera love me. Black, white, Latin, it all be ass. They see me on the screen so they call me Cash. Might say CJ or Delante. I feed them well, my meat be the entree. I caught a cold case, then I paroled. Accidentally domed your son, damn I was low. Every day it's a new episode. Ever since a young man I was told, no matter what happens, stick to the script. Scrap in a cabin, stick to the script. Rapping or acting, stick to the script. Now it's lights, camera, action, I stick to the script. You'll get it later once you see the visual. Meantime, you should see the residuals. Money guaranteed like COD. Hollywood look good for my POV. Nowadays, hip hip hop boo boo commercial. Don't do that, but I do commercials. Catch me on rollers with a brick in the panel. When that go off, keep flicking the channel. Satellite, Comcast, Direct TV, anything HD. Expect to see me. Might get an Emmy before I get a Grammy. Hustler. I was born with it in me. Came in the game to tell my vision. Now you see my name on the television. Life like a trip trying to get to the grip. Don't flip for the chips. Stick to the script. I caught a cold case, then I paroled. Accidentally domed the sun. Damn, I was low. Every day it's a new episode. Ever since a young man, I was told, no matter what happens, stick to the script. Scrap in a cabin. Stick to the script. Rapping or acting. Stick to the script. Now it's lights, camera, action. I stick to the script. My mama, we back on the line with my good folks. What's happening, y'all? We can politic. Now 901. Hey, no, look, the 901 Vicious V is on the line. Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. What's happening, brethren? Break bread.
There we go, Jeter.
You already know.
Yeah. ODM Slim, how you doing, sir? Big Blue J, how you doing, sir? Other 901 number, how y'all doing?
Chilling, man.
Yeah, what's happening?
Good. First off, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I've been saying this since he first came out. I'm going to continue to keep saying it. Fuck Rat Williams. Never liked him. Still don't like him. It's too many things. Huh?
Shit. Yeah, talk your shit.
Good thing.
Yeah. Fuck Rat Williams. I never fuck with that kid. Like, ever since he first came out, a lot of shit that he been saying. And while people try to weed out the good shit he be saying, the main thing I tell people is this here. You can't evangelize and antagonize at the same time. It doesn't mix. You can't give someone water and oil. It doesn't work like that.
He offers no path to redemption for none of the people that he's attacking. However, you got photos of him in overalls chunking up seeds with blue rags hanging out his pocket. So how are you the only individual with a path to redemption available? That makes no sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then even like that little story that he told a long time ago, some time ago on Vlad TV or whatever, about how he caught his little case of him killing a white man and whatnot. His case doesn't make no sense because I guess at the time he was a juvenile, so they wasn't able really to collect paperwork on him because he was a juvenile. But they had the police reports and whatnot. What happened was he had did a crime with a couple of other homies or whatnot, or his homies of some sort. They the one that did the shooting.
Right.
So how you do a little bit of time and they still locked up? Because this motherfucker's going around.
He told him. But he claimed he told, but he said he was 14 and that don't matter. Even though no matter how old you was, the niggas you told on did real time way beyond they was 14.
They said one of them died. One of them
in
died.
jail.
No, one of them died trying to get themselves.
Oh, doing it on the get out.
Trying to get away.
Okay.
For probably evading police or some shit.
Okay.
They say one died, other guy 98 years, other guy 88 years.
And he helped, just like T.I. helped. And he want to be out here and get some sense.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's 100% true, but that's what I heard.
Yeah, he participated in whatever they got.
Right. He said
he told, and he also claimed he did the R word to white women, and it's cool. Then he tried to say he was just playing. Any man that's comfortable playing like that is a man that I don't politic with. Right. So,
Exactly.
And
then on top of that, even at a young age, with him talking about reading the book about Monster Cody and Crippen and whatnot, okay, so if that was your get down, you knew the rules of the streets and whatnot, whether it was in jail or on the streets, you knew the rules. So the fact that you ratted, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but you disqualifying anything that revolves around street politics. Now, this is coming from a college graduate.
Thank you. And let me tell you something from my perspective, because I'm a graduate from the opposite side of the spectrum, right? And
yes,
the only portion of Monster Cody book I ever really read was a small portion that was allegedly pertaining to one of my big homies from my hood. And it was some
controversial smut. And when I was incarcerated, the Big Thick Monster Cody book, I was only motivated to go to that chapter and read that portion. I didn't read any of it out of that. Now, here we are, flash 20, 30 years later. I became aware of a certain segment of Monster Cody's book of he talked about what took place in the Crip module. Whether it's true or not, I can't speak on. But he talks about where niggas used to sit around and had contests, G-Nack and Enoff trying to beat us and E-Nut.
Right.
So
If
if I had known that about Crippin' day one, I would have been disgusted, uninterested. I would have hit another corner and been a Muslim or something.
Right.
Now, if this was his introduction, if he read that book, homie, and that's his introduction to Crippin', and he read that and still went head first, that tell you something about that guy, bro.
He was freaky.
He freaky, weird. He wanted to get in.
He freaky. He thought some freaky shit was going on.
Yeah. He probably hate Crippin' so bad.
Then he say after he snitched, he was in YA and ran the Crips.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. After snitching.
Imagine that.
And then his mama said, we tried to get out of jail. His mama said he need to stay in there, all that type of shit, right? Stay in there, all this shit. She can't help you. They got into the program, quote unquote, the program. After I got out, he came and went to where? LA to learn the culture.
To learn, like he said.
And guess who he tapped in with?
The Neighborhoods.
No. He tapped with the 8 Trays. He tapped in
He
with
was out there with 8 Tray Gangster, wasn't
he? 8 Tray Gangster? I thought he was from 6-0.
But he was making 6-0, but he was out there with 8
Look, check this out. So he claimed that he got put on with Rolling 60s and whatnot. So during the whole service of Nipsey Hussle and whatnot, he came out looking for Melvin Farmer, 8 Tray Gangster. What he probably did not know or aware of was they was at war, I believe, it was 8 Tray Gangster and Rolling 60s and whatnot. So if you was about to cribbing at that time, why would you go? I'm sorry.
This is the thing. Hold on. One second. Because Melvin Farmer is different. He different. 8 Tray and 60s always won. But Melvin Farmer is different.
Right.
So he different type of nigga. He got like, Skull is like good in the 60s. He was never a part of that. He was a actor when that war.
You could tell from, I don't know him, but I could just tell from the way he looked, he could be from a generation. So y'all got, like I was saying earlier, people don't understand how politics can be different, even if you fully represent.
When he went to jail, the 6 O's and him, they was not beefing. So when he got, he kept his ties. So what happened was after when Charleston White came in here trying to learn some shit from Melvin, Melvin was already going to the Nip funeral. Charleston White didn't know about going to the Nip funeral.
Right.
He went because Melvin was going. So he was a guest with Melvin.
Right.
That's it. He was a guest with Skull. Skull left him in the 60s. That's when he got robbed. Then we got robbed and shit. They left him in the 60s.
So that's where all the hate comes from.
Right, he got robbed.
So when Melvin Farmer talk about he got re-knobbed and all that, that's actual.
Right.
No wonder. It makes sense
and
now.
Melvin even explained that.
Right.
No, but you know.
They got up on the nigga. They got up on him and got him whatever, got up on the nigga. And when he left back, he went all that on the hate California campaign.
That makes so much sense, bro. On my mama, that make most sense.
The reason he was at Nip funeral because Melvin Farmer, he had no ties, he had no invitation but Melvin Farmer. Melvin was good, and so
Spider.
he was good.
Hey, can you hear me still?
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Hey, I got a quick question, man.
Go ahead.
Since we on that subject, right? Politics wise. Speaking of Jay Prince, right? When he made that comment about Cardi B saving her in L.A. So how does it with the politics from somebody from Houston can come to L.A. and regulate?
No, listen. Jay Prince made a statement that when Offset tried to act like they wasn't connected, he claimed that when Cardi B said that, he asking how can Jay Prince have that type of influence. Now look, industry to a large degree supersedes a lot when it comes to who you in touch with, tap with. Jay Prince definitely, no one can knock his network and his Rolodex is probably full of a whole bunch of, whoever he wanted to be. That's Jay Prince. So if by chance he had a conversation with Cardi B, Offset, my homie Twin from 7-6, because they crossed paths through the phone or whatever on the subject, he may or may not have put in a call in relation to that, because Jay Prince probably is pretty tapped in LA to a whole lot of people that the general public perceive as influential out here. But what you gotta realize about LA, nigga, Ice Cube said it a long time ago. Everybody doing a little dirt, but it's the little homies putting in the most work. We got a culture out here. Y'all hear big homie, little homie. We got a culture that when a little homie is accepted, he really can't be that nigga until he prove he don't give a fuck what nobody think, big or little homie. So, all that, Jay Prince might have a whole handful of niggas that's big homies. That don't mean the fucking outcome is guaranteed, but he may have somehow got involved in the early, politicking, phone calls going around. I had some influence in a G-Unit chain that was stolen in Chicago from some Tennessee niggas that belonged to some New York niggas. And because of who I knew, shout out to Godfather from Chicago, I was able to help be influential in the politicking. So I'm not from Chicago nor New York. So you can't just, it's not hard to believe that Jay Prince somehow could have been involved in the early conversation. You dig a lot?
What I'm saying is, even if somebody involved in early conversations, even if anything, you understand, no one set run LA.
At all.
So you can have the Bloods, that's this and that, you can have this and that. We don't cross each path. Mm-hmm. Then when you come with the Crips, it's that shit dissected so like this, man. That shit this that. So
and when it come to industry, typically y'all without much effort, it's like a certain line you cross over where no matter where you from, it typically seamlessly goes on without a problem.
Right.
No matter who you is, what you fuck with, who you affiliated with, when certain individuals, when you get to a certain level of entertainment, it's an automatic timeout. It's like everybody know that. No matter what you go back to do when you leave. Otherwise, guess what? There would be no such thing as Hollywood. It'd be no such thing as a LA rap scene. It's too many of everybody from everywhere involved. But there's been like a sacredness, a church sense of when we own, everybody politic. And it's a healthy thing.
Right.
Does it? But y'all from the outside tend to think that's the perspective of the street. Just think about it. Neighborhood Nip the Crip. Rest in peace to the Keyway Christ. When he passed, you seen 8 trays and 6 O's on the internet, locking elbows, and the whole world thought it was an LA gang treaty, while the bounty hunters and the Gray Streets was going to funerals every day, constantly, throughout the same exact time period.
Right.
It was a while we were seeing that and the world was applauding us for laying down our rags, it was active out here.
100.
Super. And y'all don't get to see that.
Right. That's 100. It was going crazy. And Nip just had certain hoods.
And certain people from certain hoods.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all about the Lil Homie effect. My homie sat down with the F-13s, and to the whole outside looking in, it's a big hug. And that's what everybody trying to hold on to. But guess what? It's still some new graffiti since then that pop up. It's still some instances that happen, instances.
Yeah, right.
It's not everybody. It's so hard to get 100% on board. It's so hard.
Niggas went to jail for it. Niggas died about it.
Thank
you. All type of shit happened. So I got out of jail. Nigga, I just did 10 years, nigga.
Thank you.
I went to jail. I just did 10 years, 15 years for this shit. Nigga, now we cool.
Thank
Fuck that,
you.
nigga. Go get your body over there,
Thank
nigga. I need mine.
And even the element happens of a nigga who agreed. And then I'm in traffic. You might be, whatever the energy is, niggas will change their mind because of having an interaction right now today. Just because you wasn't friendly enough in your swag, and that's one of them, and I know it was cool.
That should go up anytime.
Anytime, y'all. Anytime.
It be another whole thing. And don't get me wrong, I applaud that it been going on this long, and it been just like all tiny, like just little shit that we can fix.
Right.
They get on their side, we get on our side, all that type of shit. So it's no shit we can fix. It's a lot of shit that's going on behind the scenes to keep shit down. That's good shit.
Of course.
Because but I like how, I ain't gonna lie, like how before y'all niggas did all that, it was like, we're gonna go in first. We're gonna go to the kitchens. We're gonna go here first. We're gonna go here first. Broadways. Because this is more us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're gonna bust through.
And I don't even know if the Broadways was first or before, but it was in the same spirit, same time.
Yeah, right.
The nigga made sure to address that too.
Right. The kitchen was the first.
Right.
Then it was the Broadways, all that shit. Yeah.
And that's the way it should be, y'all. Don't get it fucked up with these blue lights, the neighborhood and all that. A nigga only really desires to hold on to any of that if I can hold on to it and not have no problems with no other black just because of that.
Right.
And that's what a nigga holding on to.
Right.
The fact that we believe that we can still hold on to that and still all interact without cuz. For no other reason, it's for our survival. Anybody in my generation realize we hit that system at one point in time and realize no matter what, we on the same team. Guess what? We gotta apply that to out here now, y'all. No questions asked.
You hogging the lighters.
And
nigga hogging the lighters.
We go hard in the box.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We running a campaign. I'm in a wheelchair. My name Blue Jay. I'm a day Uno on the black box. We running a campaign.
I will walk again. I will walk again. I will walk again.
Grand Figley. Yeah, Grand Figley means grandchildren. It's a Italian word. Figley is an Italian word that means children or sons. It means grandchildren. Yeah. We running that.
So wait. Oh my mama, that's your child. Go ahead.
No, I just want.
No, you didn't hear me. I said on my mama, that's your child. Go ahead. Go ahead, preach though. Go ahead, deacon. Go ahead, deacon, preach.
Your thing.
Do your thing, amen, Jeter.
Grandchildren, man.
Nah, your child, man. You in the black box. It's your child. Come on, man. Fuck with me.
Let's get it.
Fuck with me like I fuck with you. For the moment, Grand Fiji means your child's child. Let's go.
Grand Figley being my child. Father Low took it upon himself to represent my clothing line, our clothing line, so we can raise funds so I can walk again, and that's coming soon. So y'all can participate in that. ODM Slim, you can participate in that, cuz y'all can participate in that. And I know Spider feel it because he has a loved one that has a disability. So we just trying to.
And guess what? My loved one, my little brother Derek, I love you, boy, D-A-Dub, on my mama, cuz, do not have the reality of saying, I will walk again. So all my passion at this point of me wishing he could walk again is directed to you. I believe, because you say you will walk again. I believe with you, bro. I don't know the science behind you being in that chair, but I'm hoping, pushing, praying, and wishing with you, and I'm proclaiming with the homie Blue Jay, I will walk again on my mama. You dig it?
I will walk again, cuz. Everything I love, cuz I'm gonna walk again, and I'm gonna be in there and fuck with you one day. I'll be in there. I'm gonna be in the black box.
Say less.
Yeah, on that. On me.
Let's get it.
Anybody else on the line want to add anything? Because that was like an inspirational moment. That should help somebody tap in.
Yeah.
Even you, nigga. Look. Y'all heard this nigga about 20 minutes ago. I was like, I don't want to overtalk. And he like, I ain't gonna let him. He been on.
I'm gonna listen to the other people. First of all, I let him do his thing. It's the black box. I wish that nigga would come on the ODM Slim show and trying to talk that shit.
Out the mud.
Sit your ass right
I'm
here.
out the mud, though.
While I do my thing.
Only reason my box is black because we got it out the mud. Let's go.
Listen,
Go ahead.
Listen. I feel that.
Hey, OG, I'm going to say this before I head back into work.
Good thing.
Go ahead.
So, of course, much love to everybody and whatnot. Again, like I said before, we don't deal with snitches. We don't deal with rats. We don't deal with none of that. It's all we all one family, Google gang. That's what it is. I will walk again, Big Blue Jay. We hoping and praying for you to do that. Now I gotta head back to work. Much love to everybody.
Hey, wait, hold on. Fuck that. When you say head back to work. No, fuck that. When you say head back to work, let my street ass listeners know what you do when you go to work. Just describe it in about 30 seconds. Go. 30, 29, go.
Okay, so if you don't mind, my name is Vicious. Of course, my real name is Victor, but I work for a company called Intuitive Surgical. It is a company that's based in Sunnyvale, California, and what I do is I'm a repair technician. I repair robotic arms that doctors utilize to perform surgeries. The arms that's on there, they're used to hold soldering tools, fingers, and another arm is used to hold cameras. So those arms that we use, that we repair, I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so the arms that we use that help to save lives and get surgeries done, all that. We have a facility out here in South Haven, Mississippi, where I live at, down in the south. and we repair the majority of our arms down here because the majority of the hospitals that use our arms are on the East Coast. So I hope and pray if anyone ever has to go through a surgery and you see Da Vinci, just know that Vicious V took care of y'all, because the main thing I care about is one day one of my loved ones going to be under here. God forbid, my mom, my dad, grandparents, my best friends. Spider, I hope to God you don't have to be underneath these arms, but if you do, just know Vicious V took care of you. This is my job. This is what I do. That's my
Vicious V. All right, I'm so glad you introduced yourself so eloquently. Now tell me this on some grimy shit. What gang you bang?
Yes, sir.
What gang you bang?
Google gang.
Google gang. Now watch this. On hood, what hood you from?
Fatherhood. On hood.
The best hood. The best hood. Hey, I love you, Brody. Much love.
The best hood.
Love you too, man.
All right, Jeter. That's right. That's my nigga Vicious V. That's one of my most official supporters. We got another caller joining us, y'all. 757. You in here with 2 7s. Matter of fact, you in here with a 9 and a 5. You from the 7-5. Each the deal 757.
Blessings, family. Blessings.
Blessings abundant. Black box. Yeah, what's happening?
Yes, sir. This old veteran just wanted to show some appreciation for what you said earlier.
Okay, please do.
You know, you don't get a lot of honor and dignity in warfare these days. And from 20 years ago, it has taken me decades to put my mind back together.
Right.
PSTD.
So it's important to remember what you said earlier, even though it's painful to deal with. I still had to confront all of that because I was there.
Hey, man, talk. And you mean as enlisted in an official capacity as the armed services?
When the towers fell, I knew I was going to be over in the desert.
Oh, talk to us, man.
So the training was real.
Talk to me, man. Talk to us. And what do they call the separate army and all that? What
branch?
Yes, sir.
What branch?
I was regular army.
Okay.
I was logistics for a tank unit. So that basically means heavy armor.
So when you say logistics, does that mean in the tank or you in the control back communicating to the tank?
Oh, no, I'm supply guy. It's a traditional role for black folks in the army, even all the way back to the earliest days.
Meaning you got to hop out the tank to go get at people that's outside the tank for relief at times.
Actually, no. A little bit more flexible.
Okay. Talk to us.
I didn't deal with the tank specifically. What I did is make sure that the tank could run, that the tank mechanics got their part. So the whole supply chain was my part of the game.
All right.
Okay.
So we'd be making convoys back and forth to
I'm
get
saying, can niggas
crucial
hear me, man?
components.
Nah, hold on. I'm finna mute you, homie. Hold on. Go ahead. Keep talking, brother, please.
No worries, fam. But yeah, it was my job to make sure we went back and forth for crucial components, fuel, things like that. So we ended up in a bunch of different places throughout the war. But places like Camp Victory in 03, if you say that to anybody that was boots on ground at the time, that is a whole kettle of fish by itself.
That's crazy. 03.
It's the kind of thing that
03 is such a futuristic. 03 is such a futuristic number, but I just realized that's 20 years ago. Yeah, keep preaching. I'm listening.
Bless, family. But from there, it was again back in 05. And that was in someplace different. That was Camp Taji.
Okay.
Both were vastly separate from each other. One is in the middle of the damn desert, and one is right next to the Tigris River.
Did you see actual combat?
Oh yeah.
Hey, you said that. Hey, you said that. He said that. Oh yeah. Because you know every movie we ever seen makes combat seem like it's not no. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna salute you. Thank you for your service, but I still want to.
Many thanks, man.
I want to render the floor.
I still catch a freeze off a flashback. It's not easy sometimes.
I can imagine. I can imagine. I imagine we all can imagine, and I just want to revert the floor back to you again. Go ahead.
All right. Well, see, the thing that is different about or makes this war unique was the fact that we were serenaded as liberators first. we were given the mantle of professional warrior. So we took that serious. You know what I'm saying? And from the time that we was on ground, just about every expectation for warfare got pushed away. Like, you thought it was going to be easy? No. You thought you was going to have a simple back and forth with the enemy? No. You thought you were going to have an easy supply chain? No. You thought you was going to have the ability to project what you were going to do past 2 months? No. The second time I was there, we was extended for 3 months. The first time I was there, we got the serenades for about 5-6 months. I got injured. Ended up in Germany.
Can you
Sea
elaborate?
of injured.
Can you elaborate on injured? And I'm gonna give you like 3 more minutes, because as much as I am like passionate and tapped in and empathetic with your personal plight, we getting off subject. I'm gonna give you 3 more minutes, but kind of give.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, it's not your bad. It's your good. It's not your bad. It's your good. It's just might not be the appropriate moment for us to get that deep into it. But can you expound on injured?
All right.
What do you mean by injured? You height?
Got my hand burned.
And what capacity? Because I know you're not trying to mislead anybody.
Oh no, it wasn't direct combat. Not that particular injury. Okay. But you know, it wasn't to nutshell it. It wasn't like you saw or we saw on TV.
Okay.
Because they had to leave out a lot of the human tragedy part. Basically, the parts where you want to save people but you can't because of your job.
So when you say when
you
compare reality to Hollywood's rendering of it in general, give me, and you say of course that's not it because they got to leave so much out. From your vast knowledge of the movies available, what's the closest to reality?
Jarhead.
Jarhead
was about the closest.
Okay. That was
because there was a bunch of frustration in there that was like real close to reality, especially dealing with people that surrender. Because when you starving, because your supplies is low, and then a bunch of people are just saying, we surrendered, now you got to figure out what to do with it. So most of the time we was telling them, look, please just get back on what you rode in on and find a place to be. Leave the ammunition and the guns, but go on back.
Tell me this, all right?
Because we couldn't hold.
Tell me how this resonates with you. When I was in junior high school, one of my classmates, his father was a Vietnam vet. And this dude, outside of that experience, would be a banker, a teacher, musician. He was nothing gangster about him, nothing over masculine. Matter of fact, his wife appeared to be a lot more masculine than he. But every now and then, he would give me a ride from bus stop to bus stop, and he would just share with me and my cousins experiences from Vietnam. And he shared with me this. He said it was such a spooky thing in Vietnam that his assignment was, him and his unit was supposed to go from village to village, and when they got there, they were supposed to separate the children and women from the men and send them to certain convoys. That was what their assignment was. But he said it was such a common, occurrence for a soldier to pick up a baby and a bomb to go off. He said that him and his crew had a pact when they got to villages. They'd just chopper everything down and keep it moving. Like, does that resonate as a reality of what we don't get to see in the movies?
Well, I mean, you have people that, enjoy the killing after they get
No. He didn't. No. I'm trying to tell you, this is a guy that did not have no pleasure in killing. He was in survival mode, aware of the possibility. When you separate, I want your perspective. I want your response on this particular perspective. An individual who would not harm a fly, but realizes if one of my colleagues grabbed this baby, him and everything within 30 yards may lose his life. So we make the decision, instead of separating the women and children like we've been commissioned, we make a survival decision to just chop everything down in the village, everything living, and just keep moving like we never was there. Does that resonate as something that possibly from your experiences is reality? 'Cause this is what I was told as a child, and I'm just trying to like connect from your experiences to that, if that really falls into like the engagements of war beyond what we've been shown in movies and things.
Yes and no.
Okay, break bread.
The circumstances are different, but the tragedy is about the same. I'll give you an example that's 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right. We're in the middle of a city. We need checkpoints on roads. So one of the checkpoints that we have, somebody blew it up a month ago. Right? So we're sitting there. Somebody in a vehicle jumps out of the queue and tries to get past us. We light it up. All of us. You walk over,
I hate the. That
you
shit
find out
sounds
it's a nervous father.
Ooh.
And he drove out with all his family in the car. So when as soon as you get up on it, you thinking that it might have been like dude beforehand. Oh no. It was just a nervous father and his 6 family members in the car with him.
So tell
all got home.
So tell me this. At that point, are you describing you have the challenge of reporting this like it happened or sweeping it under the rug like, oops, we fucked up and keep it pushing?
A little bit of both happens. It just depends on who's there. If you got somebody from CNN there, we might ask for the camera. But something still has to happen to the body, even or the cadavers, even on a medical level. In a city, you just can't have a carcass in the middle of the street. And us as the only police force around, we usually get the task of having to dispose of that too. And for convenience sake, that means burning it.
Man, say a name because I want to recognize you if I possibly can when you reoccur here, and I want to be able to tap into the energy from before.
Hey, Paulo, can I ask you this?
Yeah, please do. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cause look, I went to the military. I went to the military a long time ago, and I mean, you said they be so you said they be burning bodies.
Oh man!
Yeah.
That's not hard. Hey, look. No, wait. No, look, wait. He not talking about in training or while you deploy in a time of.
No.
He talking about. Go ahead.
Cause look. I went to cause I did a little military. Cause I was in RTC. I went to the military.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You said ROTC? Ain't that high school?
RTC.
Yeah. I went to the military.
Wait, ROTC. After you went to the military after RTC. Oh, so you saying you so military?
Hear me out.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, look, just hear me out. Okay, look, I was in RTC in color guard, swinging a gun, whatever, doing all that. You can do the marching boom. So look, right. So I went to, because in RTC you go to basic training.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You go to basic training, boom. So I went to basic training, and so bam, okay, so they sent me overseas. So, but what I'm trying to get to is like they tried to burn me up, and I never really understood. So what do you burn up? Do you burn up the other, like when we killed, like when we killed them? Will we just burn up them, or do y'all burn up the Americans?
No. It's the circumstances that matter in this case.
He talking about war,
if it's out in the
bro.
middle of the desert, nobody cares about what happens with the body. But when you're in a city with buildings and traffic going back and forth on a daily basis, it becomes a problem to just leave cadavers out to rot in the middle of the sun.
Hey, tell me this. Hey, tell me, have you ever heard something like this in your training as a part of the armed forces? A partner of mine who said he was in the Marines said they was taught this. Like, if you out and you might be potentially.
I mean, I was.
Hold on. If you trying to chase your enemy out, chase him down, and he like out in whatever in combat. He said he expressed something about how in the Marines they teach you like if your enemy done took a shit, how you can like touch the shit and touch the temperature of it and see how long it's been since he been right there.
Right.
You ever heard of something like that?
That's what animals do too.
Oh, for real?
Oh, hell no, that's a joke. We would never even bother with a thing like that.
You do that shit for animals and shit like that?
But look, Combat said
Never.
bullshit.
No, I'm saying you hunt animals and shit. You do that
Oh,
shit
that's
right,
that. Oh,
to see
okay.
how the animal is always warm. That means that the deer
Just
still.
left.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
She's still smoking in the thing.
Nah. We got way too many alternatives. Remember, this is a tank unit. Those things are jet aircraft engines. If we ever needed more heat, even though we're in the desert, there's times where we're in the dead of winter training. But we would use the heat from the tanks to be warm.
So tell me this.
Shit touch.
The question, but tell me this.
But I'm the
because since you since you a tank expert,
so I'm gonna be around.
Since you a tank expert, what you know
You feel
about?
me?
Since you a tank expert or a tank experienced person, what you know about these special tanks?
Supply guy for
What
him.
you know about the tanks that we just sent to Ukraine and all that?
Oh, those strikers?
Yeah, what's happening with them? Them
Man,
the ones? Is them the Ferraris?
look.
Is them the Ferraris of
Anytime
tanks? Them the Cadillacs of tanks? The Ferraris? Is them the real Ferraris of tanks?
No.
Are they not?
No.
Them play tanks.
So why is
Here's
it?
the thing.
Why was it such resistance? Why was it such resistance to send them and so much coverage when we finally decided to send them?
Because the U.S. is doing what it normally does whenever there's a
Propaganda.
war, sees a place it's
Propaganda.
interested in.
Propaganda, distractions.
Involved in some shit.
It'll send, you know what I'm saying, those weapons are what, like 15 years old now. Give or take.
And that's too old
And
to be
they've been
relevant.
sitting in a stockpile.
Wow.
So it makes sense to sell those. Because they ain't doing nothing but getting old. So you can sell all of your serviceable vehicles. Then you can sell all the replacement parts you got on order. Put in a whole new batch for whatever equipment you run with now.
Especially if your president publicly left a whole bunch of equipment in another country. It's time to it make a lot of sense.
So you peeped that too, huh?
Yeah,
You
it just
peeped
makes
that
sense.
too?
But look, you see what happened? We off subject. I want to appreciate you for you not gotta go nowhere, but I want to get back on the energy we was on. So
I'm always working my craft. So if
Please
I'm not,
do.
studying something, I'm with a paintbrush.
No, we appreciate it. 416, man. We can hear you now, homie. What's happening?
What's up, brother?
Oh, that's much better. What's happening, homie?
Nah, it's good, man. Spider, I want to let you know you're a legend over here. We've been listening to you from 06, 05, you know what I mean?
Much love, man. I appreciate that.
your music.
Hey, can you turn down your background, please?
Yeah, I'm going to turn it down. Hold on. Yeah.
Yep, go ahead. The floor is yours. I appreciate your intro already. Much love, homie.
Yeah, man. Boy, what's the call? What were y'all talking about?
We was talking about Boosie calling T.I. a rat. Then we talked about Charleston White getting ran out of Houston. And then the homie got on here and got it so deep, we just got to randomly rambling about a lot of things that matter. So that's what we've been on today.
Right.
The T.I. tape, though, the one that I heard you talking about, yeah, I'd seen that back in the day, too. It was something that was online that you could access.
Thank you.
There was even a point in the tape where he pointed.
Thank
you. It must have been something where the prosecutor was like, we need you to point. That's what they always do, right? They make you point. And he had to point at the two guys that were involved in the murder.
And,
so I remember seeing that as clear as day.
In addition to that, throughout that whole 45 minutes he was on the stand, at the very end, he was questioned about some random females who may or may have not been in the van with him. And it was like questions that had nothing to do with the crime, but it would put him on blast with his said wife, basically. And after giving 45 minutes of testimony, guess what this nigga had the nerve to say? I plead the fifth. He sat on the stand and said, I plead the fifth. And he laughed, and it was like a comical moment when they asked him about the random female companions that may have been there. He said, I choose to plead the fifth. Finally, after he gave 45 minutes of testimony,
He still told him the whole
shit. He could have pleaded the fifth when he sat up there on the stand.
Right.
I know. And
But I remember back in the day, there used to be a thing called Beef, and there was something with him and Little Flip on there. And when it was his segment to tell his side of the beef, he bragged. He's like, I've been arrested 32 times. And if I can remember, they actually pulled up all 30 mugshots in that segment. So you saw how much times he was. It was like different pictures. So he was telling the truth. So for him to be arrested over 30 times and then the gun stuff, it's clear he's working with the government. And so, that's clear. You know what I mean? It's clear as day, but a lot of these rappers are acting like they don't see it.
But see, he hopes,
and turning a blind eye to it.
When these conversations come up, he hopes you just hang your thoughts on connecting the dots like that and not focus on the actual facts that he sat on the stand for the prosecution. You don't even have to connect the dots. He sat on the stand in a murder trial on behalf of the prosecution and told everything he knew as a witness to a murder. Everything. Only things he didn't tell were the things he didn't know, and that was the exact facial structure of the people being charged. Other than that, he told everything they allegedly did, what started it at the club. He talked about the vehicles following him down the highway, switching lanes. He talked about what hand that held the firearm, what window it came out of. He talked about seeing the fire.
Calling the mother. I remember he talked about calling the mother afterwards and saying that.
He talked about his best friend from childhood getting shot in one van and then another van pulling up. He talked about trying to transfer the either dead or almost dead body from one van to another. And the car that shot the van up, busting a U-turn, coming back and shooting up the second van too. He trying to say he represent.
Yeah, I remember that.
T.I. trying to tell y'all he represent that type of funk.
Yep.
But he got a nigga that gave him that type of funk in jail right now. He helped him get him found guilty, bro.
Did he just say right now, he said, on one of these big platforms, go find a nigga that I put in jail?
Yeah, Hosea Thomas. We found him. Hosea Thomas. You know what he always say? You know he introduced? Right. He introduced a common term to the internet known as the paperwork party. He introduced that term.
Yep.
So now, guess what? Guess what I know? The whole world is not only going wireless, it's also going paperless. Right. So, T.I., I know that there's a digital version of your testimony available that you got wiped from the internet. So if you want to be bold enough to introduce this concept of a paperwork party, we're in the future. Paper and wires are being eliminated. Now let's have that same paperwork party. You're the only person in possession of the paperwork in a digital form. All we ask is you upload your testimony. Just do that.
You ain't do that.
You ain't gotta say.
But
look, you ain't got. Look. You don't have to describe your testimony. You don't have to say nothing about it.
The whole 45 minutes.
Just upload the whole 45 minutes. Just do that, T.I.
You ain't doing that.
Well, about 5 minutes of it is on YouTube right now.
No,
even if the full 45 of it is not on there, he has to still explain what he was doing for 5 minutes.
No, there's less than 2 minutes of it on YouTube. Less than 2 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes? Okay. Yeah. But still, what is he doing sitting in that chair? Like, what is that chair? If you showed it to me, I'm going to be like, what is that? And then once you show it to me, he's on the prosecution side in a murder trial.
But see, there's
no more explanation for that.
That's why we discussing Boosie's public stance, calling him a rat finally.
60 seconds.
Because T.I. recently admitted to telling on his dead cousin. And Boosie has come out publicly and say, oh, you know what? Finally, you're a rat. But like I know, T.I. did what we're discussing way back then. So why wasn't he a rat back then, according to Boosie?
Right.
That's all we discussed.
Yeah, it looks like it's public pressure.
Exactly.
I wanted to say something.
It's more like he put his foot in his mouth, judging the Terrence Gangster nigga recently, and he wanted to stick to his image so bad he had no choice but to shit on T.I. If you got it, you can run it.
But it's a Grand Hustle nigga that's saying T.I. still with
exactly.
But look, T.I. buried him before he got caught up. He got everybody thinking his artist was a snitch. He kicked him out. And everybody was like, oh, T.I. keeping it to the wooty woo.
10 seconds.
But eventually...
He snapped on Boosie.
Right now, recently? Play it. Let's hear it. Turn it up. Let's listen, y'all.
It come with receipt.
A lot of these videos saying he's responding, and when you click on it, it's something else.
That's what just happened.
Or if it's a T.I. responding to Boosie.
That's just what happened. Because you know what? It's a market that want the money they could get off that. Like, it's a market out here, so you gotta be careful with
the
that.
click, like when you click on it.
Yeah, clickbait. Yeah. My nigga Tone from the 619. What's happening? Go ahead, Blue Jay.
If we was moving in unison and something happened, you couldn't have T.I. around you.
No, you can't. He's compromised.
That's somebody you just can't. You can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, he's a liability.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tone, SD Tone.
What up, Spider? What up?
Hey, you got it. Whoever that is that you with the background echoing? I need you to turn it down in the background. Rail from Detroit.
I know it's not me.
Rail from Detroit in the chat. You sound goofy with the statement. Snitching on the dead is the same as talking bad on the dead. They ain't there to defend themselves. You sound goofy if you believe in a justice system like people believe in the church. Because if they looking for answers and I can lie to them on somebody that does not have to be potentially held accountable, fuck the justice system. I hope they be satisfied on somebody they can't hold accountable. That's what it's really about. You an outsider looking in. That's the only person that'll have that perspective. But go ahead, Tone. It's on you.
Man, you know, with the whole situation with man, before I even say that, man, let me holler out ODM, man. I see you was in my city, man, not too long ago, man. I hope you received all the love and all the respect that they give you out there.
100.
Hey, tell me this, Tone. What's happening with Sharp and Wacko No Honey? Wack act like he gonna bring he act like he gonna bring Dago out to shut down Sharp, a Dago native, born and raised.
Man, that nigga can't even call no shots in his own neighborhood. Ain't nobody tripping. Look, I'm telling the homies, everybody that's speaking on this shit, right? I said, man, we ain't got to speak on that dude, man. I said, we speak on him, that's what he wants. I said, if he show up, it is what it is. But just, what'd you say, Spider? He only done faded two white dudes. He ain't never pulled up on nobody for nothing.
Hey, look, them two white dudes, I'm convinced them two white dudes were paid actors that were staged. The only thing we know for him doing physically is hitting the boy stitches from behind, out the blind, and then coming out of venue crying. J-Rock just knocked me out, blood. Where y'all was at? Where you was out when he dope-fiend? He knocked me out with a dope-fiend. That's out of his mouth.
Right.
Discombobulated, disoriented. All the people there was like, OG, he gone. And yet we.
Dead tiny draws.
TD got on him too on the set. Now we got T.I.'s response to Boosie calling him a rat. Let's check it out.
We near the Trap City Cafe. Preparing for our grand opening. I got my partner right here, Big Mike. You know what I mean? Big Mike, man, opened up many establishments throughout the city. And we have mixologists. You want to say your name, sir?
We don't give a fuck about none of that, Chip.
Mixologist what? Oh, also Mike. Okay, now. For a lady. Museum.
I wanted to hear all the bullshit.
Alright, so listen, man. Drinking all this shit back to back, this shit ain't gonna bother me, is it? You sure, bro? You got white rum, champagne,
I see him live.
Pink.
Oh, he live right now?
I see him live at the time.
How long is it? Let me see.
6 minutes.
God damn, well you sure you pouring some more in there? Pain and anything. Candy in it and the shit. Go ahead, help yourself. You sure?
That's why they let certain niggas get riches. When they get them, they don't know what to do with them.
Tastes much better.
You want to be known as a big old boss, but you on live. I got my thoughts be way random. He finna address it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ain't watching.
You fell off the clickbait.
No, I see him talking to us.
I know, but he talking about Boosie.
Mike, talking inside there.
We have emotion right here on Northside Drive. You hear?
Yeah, he on Boosie. People just babies. They know people gonna go through this.
Right here on the corner of Northside Drive.
I got it. Hold on.
In the heart of the city.
Let's see. Oh, you call your text.
No, I'm trying to see if he gonna say something.
No. If I talk to this to the end.
I ain't said nothing.
This nigga cap.
So, I just want y'all to put y'all up on game, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Just want to put you up on a little bit of game.
Maybe
just
we missed it. Maybe you had me skipping through it too much. Hold on.
City Cafe coming
Oh,
soon.
yeah.
Bye.
He on some bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Tip on some bullshit. I'm going to turn the lines back on. I muted them, everybody, so we could get a clear listening. We thought he was going to explain himself. But the lines is back live, y'all. 619-317-757-416. Y'all all live. Black Box Productions.
Yeah,
He's not going to come out and just come out with a video for that.
Huh?
Yeah, you got to make sure it's from a legit,
Yeah, you already know.
Source. See what I'm saying?
No, the homie needs some AirPods so he could have pre-produced his little research. He gonna do it live.
Right.
Let me tell y'all something. Such thing about being off, right? Cuz is the exact opposite of off right now. So, look, he had a whole lot planned he was gonna come here and do, but then he got here and then I broke bread with him and he's kind of like incapable of completing his task.
No, I'm good, nigga.
ODM having a good time up in there.
He having a great time. And look, it's supposed to be the ODM Slim Show today.
Oh, what you talking about? Let's
What
go.
you mean?
Let's get it full
Let
up.
me
Let's go.
scoot over a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, what's the deal? Fuck what he talking about. I don't give a fuck about Charleston White. I don't give a fuck about Houston. I don't give a fuck. What y'all know about all that ass? No,
let me do this real quick. I'm gonna let him gather himself. Look,
I'm just talking shit.
You know how we say, here's Johnny, here's Slimmy. But look, this is what we gonna do. Y'all know this is one of my favorite songs around here. I know Cuz through text message. I ain't never met him in person. We communicate, but I know him because of this nigga.
Who that, money?
On my mama. This one of my favorites, cuz I love this right here. We gonna go up for the homie Trifling.
East
Side Long Beach.
His hood day was yesterday, you know all that.
Okay, and this called Crazy in the Hood.
Crazy in the
Mama. Shout out to homie Trifling, East Side Long Beach.
100.
ODM Slim, SPI, VJ Keyway. We in here breaking bread, politicking. We got callers on the line.
Right.
We've been going up about Boosie and T.I. politicking. Charleston White. Now it's time to talk.
Let's get messy,
man. Let's get messy, man.
Only
because.
DJ Keyway.
Hold on, Blue Jay. Hold on, Blue Jay. God damn. Hold on.
DJ Keyway.
Hold on, Blue Jay. This nigga Blueface, cuz he represents the Crip Card.
Blueface, baby.
And before we get too messy and get caught up in all the
No, we get messy.
We finna skip though. We gonna skip into what's happening right now.
Yeah, that's the messy.
We gonna start we gonna start at Rick Ross. All right, recently, bam, cuz the bitch with missing a tooth. Krishan Rock took a picture with Rick Ross. Cuz went public. It was like shit. We talked about it. Bam.
Right.
Most recently, what I see in the headlines is some shit about Lil Baby. DMs, cuz once again is publicly expressing, not liking it. Somehow he's speaking on it.
Right.
What I saw, this is my perspective, and I'm gonna let you get yours. I'm not gonna even speak on the sympology of him speaking on this shit publicly, not liking it, and I could dissect that. I'm gonna skip past all that and say this. Lil Baby, we all know got a public relationship he in.
Right.
So if he privately, not publicly, but privately got at whoever, your bitch, his bitch, her bitch, anybody bitch, and then you publicly put it on blast, you know what you doing because you hurt that a nigga flirted with your bitch or had a conversation with your bitch.
Right.
You call yourself putting him in trouble with his bitch. But what he sleep on, he don't even know, Lil Baby. His bitch might have put him out there to go try to even
get the bitch.
Get that. It might be a
whole play in it.
Thank you. So while you out here trying to combat the fact that this bitch is popping and she popping and you told her she popping like Punani popping, you said 12 months, 10 people. So we know she popping. Plus we all can see she popping. I see Cuz holding on to some energy he's not going to be able to hold on to in the long run. Now y'all can say what y'all.
Oh, that's how I feel, Cuz. Let me get up in here.
Talk your
First
shit.
of all,
I just didn't want you to miss something, cuz somebody a while back
I sent you something for read between the lines. That was a while back. You might have seen it, might have not.
I seen it. I appreciate that. I see. If we do any more music, we read between the lines will be next. Go ahead, OD.
Yeah. So yeah, my thing is this: if a nigga say, first of all, Blueface supposed to be transparent. He's so transparent. He get mad at Chris Brown. First, we're gonna go back a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Got hot at Chris Brown for bringing him up, right? But then he turned around and do the same thing he's telling Chris Brown about.
That's deep.
That's what I'm saying. So Chris Brown just said, because first of all, I'm doing a show, I'm doing a little song with a female. Another female came out and was popping her shit, saying, nigga, we ain't gonna forget about you and Rihanna situation. Which we ain't forget about the situation, but at the same time, we grow the fuck up. Everybody been through their own shit. He was a young nigga at the time, all this shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Please, hold your thought. Hold your thought.
Right.
Deeper than that, on God. Remember I was telling you back then when T.I. was online, telling niggas like us wasn't online, I was. Guess what happened? When he first hit Rihanna in the eye, guess what the story hit the headlines? Rihanna gave him herpes.
Right, I remember that.
So,
I remember
that. I tend to stand on the whatever justification we can give a nigga for doing that to a female that gave him herpes. I believe that original story. And what else I'm gonna let you go back, but whatever you saying in his defense, add that to it. Go ahead.
Well, I'm saying.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, period. And actually, first of all, nigga, I was a kid. I'm grown the fuck up now.
So I was grown then, but go ahead.
Right. I think you were like 17 or something then.
I was grown though. Go ahead.
Who?
When Chris Brown hit her?
You was grown.
I was grown.
I'm not talking about you.
I know. I was agreeing. I was saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I'm saying, as he a kid, shit going on, shit happens. A lot of niggas out here, we do some shit, we young, we do a lot of shit that we don't feel later on in life was good.
Right.
We all been through that type of shit. But
you can see a black eye that you'll never forgive a nigga for on your daughter. So if as society, if we're gonna look at Rihanna as our daughter, okay, we can see no forgiveness ever, right? Unless she gave a nigga herpes.
No, I'm not saying that.
Go ahead, talk your shit.
Because you said the herpes. I get the herpes part. I get your herpes part.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's the motive. All right, for cool. But I'm saying this. Rihanna parents didn't come out none of that.
Right.
They know their daughter.
No, what? No, you know why? This is why. Because at the time, think about it. It's over 15 years ago. Think about how many $1 million of Chris Brown and Rihanna have been made selling sex symbol. Now, NBA YoungBoy came out in 2020 something made herpes, it don't matter. But back then, think about the millions to billions that each camp was about to make, that we watched them make since then. I think both camps was in with we're going to change the story, because the sex symbol of Chris Brown or Rihanna might not went so well if we knew they had herpes.
But no, the reason I don't say that, she ran too many niggas. It's too many niggas that's after that she had.
No, but you don't understand how common herpes is, not only in the industry, but in general population.
Right, I know.
So you don't know how many people we might be sitting back watching on the red carpet, afterwards, hugging, kissing, having babies that just silently are accepting the package that's there.
Right.
Go ahead. Go.
I understand that.
Go ahead.
I understand that, but
go ahead.
My thing is this. Fuck, we heard that. We first heard that, oh, yeah, herpes. We hear a lot of shit. A lot of motherfuckers, if motherfucker gave me something, and trust me, I would come out and say this bitch gave me something.
No, that's you. But you're not in 05, 06, 07, whenever it happened, and got a whole team.
I get a woman out.
But you're a guy. But look, we're talking about a guy.
I beat the shit out of woman already.
But you're looking who a guy who was famous then. It wasn't a Pyro. Now he's a Pyro. Listen. It's a whole nother mind frame you're analyzing. And just think about it. He an R&B singer who was on set to sell 20 years of being a sex symbol. So was the female. So if the people's closest, guess what? Guess what they turned the story to? He had a relationship with his manager. You know what that tells me? The manager came with the story. The first story was herpes. Remember, look, I was in front of a computer. It was like 2 weeks on the internet and it got wiped out.
I remember that. Listen, the first story of herpes, right? Boom. So even if the second story is nigga, oh, I beat her ass for something else, right?
Right.
Nigga, it don't matter, nigga. I'm still a womanizer, guys. That still damaged my career. It still damaged me.
But
they got a boycotted cuz on award shows, all type of shit.
But damn near 20 years later, I would imagine if one thing Chris Brown do not want to say is, I got herpes. 20 years later,
Nobody's gonna admit that.
That's the only reason.
You got a standing of Magic Johnson already said he had HIV, nigga, in the 90s. So this shit already was played before. So why not herpes?
No,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
a point. That's a great point, Chris. But that's the same reason, like we'll say, when you got such thing as a Kris Jenner, a Caitlyn Jenner, Buck Jenner, why you don't just walk in your truth? Just think, Chris Brown. You say, but how many bad that Chris Brown don't want to have to explain that to from now in the future?
But I'm saying, tell you,
he ain't married like Magic.
How many females you think after Magic said that gave him pussy?
No, especially since he lived so long healthy.
Then Chris Brown, guess what? I'm Chris Brown, and all this dope. But bitch, gonna take that chance. You said it's common. That's a common shit.
Okay, if that's the truth, if that's your logic you're running with, why Diddy ain't out here open rainbow for Diddy?
But listen.
Wait.
Hold on.
Just think about your logic. If you're gonna apply that to everybody,
I'm show you.
why Diddy ain't just claiming his reality?
Right. Because listen, a lot of niggas don't.
That's what I'm telling you. But we can't just give every.
You saying.
That's just like saying Chris Brown. T.I. was snitching because he was trying to look out for himself. He's being selfish.
Look, Chris Brown. Look, Chris Brown has handlers. So look, at the time that's okay. Shout out to Big Dame because that's my nigga. So look, this my thing, and I'm saying this in his defense.
Goddamn, sit back on the bank. Relax.
There you go.
This nigga all on the mic. He's better fucking the mic.
I'm saying this in his defense. I'm saying this in Chris Brown defense, bro. I'm saying this is defense. Right. I know he ain't trying to expose himself as being bumpy, but
he ain't trying to be a real hood.
I'm saying, nigga, after all this time he got to all these bitches, all this shit going on, no other bitch have said this. It was a rumor that came. You know how many rumors that been set off the first time people come around?
So, but you know what you're doing right now? In a real court of integrity and law, you're making him sound worse than we want him to sound.
What do you mean?
Because if you hit a bitch for anything less than giving you... Wait a minute! If you give a female that black eye for anything less than giving you herpes... listen. Wait, listen to what I'm saying before you respond. If you give her that black eye for anything less of giving you that package you can't get rid of, how do you ever justify yourself as cool?
Now listen, I'm going to very carefully. I'm going to tell you, we in a car, right? You say you're a female. You see this shit, you trusting this bitch, this and that, you with this bitch every time. Y'all fuck it. I find out. I wham on your ass.
Yo bad.
So look, listen, I'm wham at you, right?
So I know you ain't faithful. So yo bad. If we gonna keep it that random good, real, yo bad. But go ahead.
Saying so what you do? What's your reflection? Come whap you across the eye. Boom.
As a female.
As a nigga.
Is she get off first?
Get off. Bop.
To keep it a Google.
Google.
I promise, it'll be minus a blow. Even if it's physical, it might be. Look, I'm this type of nigga.
Boom.
I'm this type of nigga. I'm this type of
that's
nigga.
That's you at 17, 18?
Yeah, because I'm my mom and her sisters raised me. But even if I still think this is going across the line. Right. I'm this type of nigga, and if I have to, I know this. Because I've been taught like this right here to the top. But I'm not that guy. But if you, like, cause look, this ain't there's no bruise, and guess what? With your real man strength, this gonna make them dizzy, drunk, and everything. But ain't no nothing. But yeah, so you don't ever wanna, if they getting at you, and cause guess what? Even if they getting at you, you might not be able to prove that when the people come. So if you gotta defend yourself with a blow.
But he has some shit too, though, right? Chris.
As far as the whole, this is my thing. I don't know if you really catch it. The story is that we all accept through the media bringing it is he was having a relationship with his manager, female. She found it out. They got to arguing, and they told us this is what we accept. That throughout that process, he gave her that black eye. So what I want you to know is, 2 weeks prior to that, the only story available was he found out she gave him herpes. And like how you would just imagine, put your mind in the frame of Michael Jackson, Prince, superstars, media team. We trying to sell sex symbols. They just made a 20-year bag off of these people since then. That bag was in their mind. We got to do something about this story. It can't be about herpes. We got to come with something else. And if the manager is, like you are a manager, you have to be the one to come up with the idea. You are a sacrificial nigga. I could see you putting yourself in the story. Oh, she found out we was. That sound like something a manager that know herpes.
But that sound like some regular life shit too, though.
But we not talking about regular life.
Especially back then, it wasn't common to have
I'm gonna have you
Hold on,
herpes
hold on.
be attached with Usher.
Hold on.
Usher ain't never came out and said I got herpes.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let's go this way. We'll do it like this.
Talk.
You been spotted, loc. How much pussy you got in the game?
Ooh wee. And I ain't even got that extra. But I know I got extras when my name turned to Spider Loc, and I'm a regular nigga that fucked on regular extra pussy. Right. But once my name turned Spider Loc, and yeah, it went up.
It went crazy,
right? It went up.
So, I'm telling you this, bro. A lot of niggas, first of all, anything go try to, we'll shoot shit to damage your shit anyway. That's the first thing that come out. Anytime you black, you got a buzz. First thing is this, he crashing. He crashing out. Niggas could abandon him for the awards, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They crashing him out. Jay-Z, Beyonce, crashing him out. Everybody. Boycott. He going, we ain't going. Straight up. They didn't want him to have no shine at all. You know what I'm saying? So I think if it was that and it was on her bag, it was her shit, that they would have been more lenient on Cuz.
Look, this is the leniency. I'm glad you said that.
It would have been more lenient than
Because
that.
part of my philosophy has always been the reason why he didn't have to do no stretch is because
I know regular niggas, they don't get no stress for that. Come on, let's keep it real.
No, listen, but look, you don't know regular niggas who caused a princess of our society. Look, Oprah Winfrey was speaking on it. But wait, her picture with that eye was across mainstream.
I'm not saying this.
Wait, you said you try to relate to regular niggas.
But you can't go out of jurisdiction. You can't say cause this and that.
I'm saying the fact he don't let me finish my point, he don't know what I'm finna say.
No, I'm saying, but you can't listen, this law still attached. We're gonna keep that apart.
Let me make my point. Then
go ahead.
All right, look, my thing is this. Everything you saying, the way her eye look, it's a rap.
What?
It's on camera. Real time. Oprah saying it should go a certain way. He supposed to get Tory Lanez. Think about it. It's Rihanna. That black eye. There's no motherfucking way you can explain that to nobody other than she gave me herpes. That's why he got a slap on the wrist as far as the judicial system.
Now, I'm telling you this. Now, how many niggas in life?
It's like OJ didn't never really get forgiven.
No, that's not. I'm talking about OJ. We ain't talking about OJ.
Go ahead.
That's even deeper. We ain't talking about OJ.
Go ahead.
Keep OJ out of this.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm saying this. When a nigga have a DV and had no criminal records, they get a slap on the wrist at the beginning anyway.
Yes.
Right. So we gonna keep law attached. So you can't say just because Oprah says something that we gonna we're gonna add more law to it. We're gonna get out the law and try to overextend you. No. Because it's still within that. So hold on. You want to bring up
Go ahead, talk
Travis,
your shit. What's
my boy name?
Get in your box.
What's my boy name? Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is a whole different, some shooting shit going on. It's a whole different shit going on, right? That's a deeper situation. That's a higher case caliber to do some shit.
Correct.
To put niggas some time and all that. A DV, in a relationship, whatever, a DV, it's the same thing. Nigga, we got probation, all the shit.
Correct. The law only provides so much.
Exactly for that DV. I can say if he did some shit, if he shot the bitch, then it was like, oh damn, they tapped him on the wrist. No, nigga, if I tap on the wrist, nigga, I wouldn't have had no probation or nothing, none of that, nigga. I wouldn't be doing violations, been in the county squabbling, nothing.
Correct, true. Now, that is a true perspective, but I just want to say, for the sake of debate, we're going to relate that to the regular scenarios. In those regular scenarios, we don't have Oprah involved.
We don't.
And I can imagine that his case, when you look at what it was, probation to 3 years, I guarantee you, he didn't get the max.
What? Who got the probation?
Chris.
He did. He got the
That's
probation.
not the max. That's the minimum.
They gave him a fired probation.
But he could have got some. He could have got some prison time. It was a felony.
No, listen.
No,
listen. I'm telling you.
I'm just saying. He got the probation versus the sentence.
He got the. Listen. The first time you get a DV, I'm gonna keep it real.
He know the system better than me.
No, because I know he got this shit.
But he know the system better than me. But all I'm saying is, Cuz got probation versus a sentence to prison. That's all.
But I'm saying that's
the only minimum end.
It's like this. You having a burglary. Your first time having a burglary. It's like this. He probably can get that first DV. After his first time, it gets to become a misdemeanor. It can turn to a simple assault.
Even with that black eye.
Yes, because bro, niggas gotta understand. He ain't the only person in life that they had went to and had a black eye and nigga had a woman.
See,
that.
look, cuz is looking at the eye lens like we get a fair shake from the law based on what the law states.
But I'm not saying. I'm saying this. I'm saying.
So you don't think come here. You don't think with them with the bitch, we got witnesses saying not only did they say Tory fired a weapon, they say they seen the female fire a weapon.
What?
Then they also the female. Just think about this. She was there. She took the fifth.
You're right.
The fifth is to protect me from incriminating myself.
Yeah.
So if in court, remember we was talking about convincing versus proof.
Right.
If all you need is the proof of a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, there's reasonable doubt right there.
If we got a witness saying she shot the gun,
right.
She also has gun residue.
Right.
She don't want to take the stand because she don't want to incriminate herself. Why is that not enough reasonable doubt to automatically free him? Right. Even if you convinced that he did it. Because in court we got enough reasonable doubt. Yeah. Niggas don't always get that fair shake that the law states. Go ahead.
I'm saying this. Now, Tory Lanez, right? Now if I had his sentence, if he gets sentenced, he gets up to 20 years. They can't say now I'm gonna give him 40 because that's what I'm gonna do. You can't do that.
But that black eye could have got him 16 months.
No,
or a pro.
How? If that's my first time.
Look it up, cause don't do me like that.
Listen, DV first kind. Well, listen, bro. I know this in real life.
I know, but I bet you they have it may be a routine.
It's like
give you the
first one. It's like the first time it happened. It's like 6 months county jail term.
But you saying DV?
That's also violence.
But it also outside DV is assault.
No, that's what the DV is.
Was that his charge?
So that's what DV is. Spousal abuse, domestic violence. That is assault.
But once you got photographical.
That happened in real life from the photograph.
If you got hemorrhaging,
now if I broke something or something, now he could have had fucking mayhem or something because he broke something on it.
Look, often you hear judges after rendering sentence justify.
Not mayhem used to call when you break something.
Mayhem.
That's mayhem. Oh yeah.
Or you tear like an ear off.
Yeah.
Like
right.
Judges often justify the severity of their sentence by describing the severity of the crime.
But no, it's not real.
Oh.
You can't. Tell.
It's not. But see, this what you got right here, y'all. A nigga that bid in the system so much he got affiliated with the law and what it states. What I'm trying to describe is we get monkey wrench. That's what they call railroading.
Right, you do.
They don't do us by how it exactly supposed to go. They got loopholes and trick bags. That's all I'm saying. And I think Tory, I'm saying like. By the law, he supposed to win.
Right.
But because of the trick bag of not having to prove, only convince the uneducated jurors, he took an L.
Right.
Because if I was on the jury, swear to God, if I was on the jury and I committed myself to what the courts presented, I would have had to say not guilty, bro. Because all they have to prove as a defense is a reasonable doubt, beyond a shadow of reasonable doubt. Right. And when you got a female who a witness said he saw discharge the gun, she has gunpowder residue, she chose not to take the stand in order to protect her own incrimination, right. Fifth Amendment, right. That's reasonable doubt. That's all you need. He's out of here.
I'm going to point one thing out, Chris Brown. Let's point this out. They always say it was a physical altercation that happened. Physical altercation happened, and he sacked her eye. Hit her, she came over with a black eye. So, it's an assault. First of all, it said assault happened. That's when somebody just hit somebody. Mm-hmm. Physical altercation is when both parties is doing something.
Mutual combat.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, they already proved this. Rihanna never was charged with nothing. Already. She never was charged with nothing. At this time, females, they can do what they wanted to at this time. It's 2009, right?
And the only thing that she could be potentially charged with, which is a crime, is knowingly passing on a transmitted...
No.
Go ahead.
For assaulting a nigga. She hit for hitting a nigga.
But there's no evidence.
That's physical altercation. Why they keep saying physical altercation then? Meaning it was evidence that they had a scuffle in the car.
Okay.
That's the means it was scuffle. If Chris Brown got scratches and all that on his he had scratches, all type of shit.
Right.
So if he got all that shit, it was a scuffle. She was scuffling with the nigga.
You saying he had scratches like his photos of that?
Yeah, get watch. I'll show you.
All right.
Watch. Yeah, there was photos of that. So I'm trying to tell you.
Because I know this.
No, that nigga had to start to be trying to get some. He was just trying to get some head a little bit.
I'm just saying.
He was kind of like,
I'm just saying. You know, if you could get charged with a crime if you knowingly have a sexually transmitted disease,
you can,
and you pass it on without letting your partner know.
Right.
You can get charged for that, especially if it's like, hey, some deadly shit. So if that was the only real thing that Rihanna could admit,
you keep going back to that.
Because even if they had a back and forth fight,
right,
and he hit her first, and it was because he found out about his results, and she get if he been faithful to her for 9 months, find out he dirty. That's all he need to know at that point. That's all. If you've been only hitting something for 3,
listen, if that was the case would be thrown out. The case would pass a crime of passion. No, ain't less nothing. I'm a crime passion. I have a right.
He's right.
Crime of passion.
He's right.
Nigga, when something happened like that to me, bro, that dramatic to my life.
He's a Google percent right, and unless only when he throws out the fact we're living in Hollywood. It's Rihanna. Oprah was involved. Politics and that shit gets.
So you saying, all right, listen, boom, let's get back to that because he keeps saying motherfuckers involved.
Because you're right.
Hold on.
Because you are right.
But why
didn't it go that way?
Wait, listen.
Why he didn't get it like a year, 16 months?
Listen. I'm gonna say this. Look, listen. LeBron James, everybody was involved right now in this Tory Lane shit. Right now. Speaking out for the Tory Lane. Speaking of Tory Lane, he shouldn't do this. This should happen. All this shit. And he still get rubbed with her. What's up with that?
Can I answer?
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing bigger than the black woman movement.
Oh, wow.
Bro, just think about it. Just think about it.
What's going on Oprah right now? What Oprah doing right now?
Look. Oprah is as much influential as Roger Goodell. When last time you seen him?
Roger Goodell?
The owner of the NFL, the commissioner.
He the commissioner, he the owner.
Oh, commissioner. I corrected myself before you did. Oprah is that. That's why, look, that's why we laugh at Jay Prince. It's why we laugh at Ho No Honey. And we salute Slim and salute Top Dog. It's no need to see.
Bro, it's deeper than that.
It's at least that deep. Go ahead.
I'm gonna show you after camera.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
It gets deep.
Okay.
It gets deep. It gets deep.
ODM Slim in the black box, y'all. I've been waiting on this moment. Y'all don't know. This is a moment that happened, that tried to happen probably 5-6 times in the last 3 months.
Right,
and
we got some shit going on, man.
And usually the every other time it tried to happen, it was Cuz getting at me. And then today, when I finally took it on myself to throw it on him, Cuz jumped through hoops. Crip Street, my low, neighborhood. Break bread, Cuz, your flow.
Now listen, Oprah Winfrey is powerful. We're not gonna deny that on game. But I'm saying this. If the law states that I can get it to first offense, not second, third, or not a felon already, not none of that. First time.
You can't rob me of that.
You can't rob me of that.
On there.
First time.
Plus I got the highest paid, top of every shit.
Come on, nigga, what the fuck?
I feel you.
And then I got all this shit on top of me. So if I had that defense, it could be the quietest crap in court. Then we not bring this up. But this is the reason. They can still have that. Because by law.
And this is what I feel like. Just like how you say. We ain't going to acknowledge it, but this the reason. I feel like that scale could tip the other way,
no,
too.
I'm saying, but do this, but by law, you can go in the chambers with the judge. You go in the chambers with the judge, and you can state this, want this part sealed, but we gonna refer to it as this. You know what I'm saying? That's by law. I can do that.
And y'all, hey, look, somebody made this request a long time ago, right? And then the homie Blue Jay tried to remind me of it. But right now, it makes more sense than all because you listening to an expert on the legal system.
Not an expert.
From experience.
Right.
Experience is the best teacher. So not an expert from college.
Right.
But from being against
law libraries.
Yeah, being against it and trying to wiggle.
Right.
And he is describing correctly on some black and white how you would.
Yeah, from doing time.
Yeah, how you would respond to emotion, how you would counter the actual legal. But what he's not encountering is this, y'all. This is what he's not factoring in. The title of this song, and I'm trying to find it because
he played too much. It's
called. I'm gonna say it. Wait. Where my videos at? Here we go. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, here we go.
I got him stuck, y'all.
Yep. He got me stuck. I ain't tripping, but look, I ain't stuck as he was a minute ago when he went off camera and had to go get his stuff together. I ain't gonna even elaborate. You feel me? Oh, wow. Neighborhood.
Regular.
Look, super rad. Super Rego, look. Here we go, right here.
Look, there you go, funny.
Look, instead of focusing on being an expert on what they teach us, taught us, and show us, we also have to remember we got to be an expert on reading between the lines.
We read between the lines.
cover my base. Ended up in court, had to fight a couple of cases. Crackers don't care when you coming in places. It be written on their faces. Them motherfuckers is racist. Fuck trial, shit tricky, give me the deal. I ain't never seen a real killer beat a pill. Shooter got a brighter future if he got a date. Behind the gate, lot of politics to tolerate. Sitting in the car, finna split a cigar. To my niggas on the yard, send my biggest regards. You don't wanna run it back, we already ran it. You landed flat on his back, cause I'm heavy-handed. Wanna catch another fade, we can follow up. But I ain't waiting all day, niggas squabble up. Gang of anger, got it all bottled up. Gang bangers, whole world follow us. Evil signs you believe, can you see the sign? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Evil signs you believe, can you see the sign? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Niggas clowns need to be in the circus. Putting these buzzers on the turf, they defeating the purpose. The first to return when the enemy serves. Immediately on ease, these weenies be nerve dedicated to a section that didn't deserve us. It turned us into murderers and then the deserters. Number one lesson I learned in the pen: when you lose your respect, you can't earn it again. Smoke a lot, classified most faded. The local won't be satisfied till all his folks made it. This Cabbage Patch where he caught most of the damage at. Perhaps he know a magic plastic surgeon that can manage that. Ask me, I'm just a product of my habitat. Narcotic habits where they quick to let you have it at. Big homie talking about he need half that. I'm laughing at him as if my little bastard having that. Evil signs you believe, can you see the sign? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Evil signs you believe, can you see the sign? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines.
If you don't have knowledge, if you don't put them type of emotions in, it don't move in your favor. Because you ain't got the emotions, you ain't got nothing to suppress that, you don't know what to say or what to do. That's from, I learned that from going in.
So are you saying that what we see on TV as far as the court lawyers debating, the bigger part of the process is paperwork, emotions going behind the scenes?
Right, no, it's in the scenes. When you're in the court, when you're in front of the judge, and they say, I want to set this motion, whoop, 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 this and that.
But you know, half the motions, the majority of the motions are not actually spoke of in the court.
Right.
They're made behind the scenes.
No. The motions is made, they got to be stated in open court. Because they got the judge got to deny the motion on record. He got to deny the motion on record. So that's how you get your appeals and all that type of shit, because he denied your motion on record. And you had a fight, well, whatever, about the motion. So that's where the appeal comes in.
Come on, baby. But the motion may be mandated to be declared in court for the record, but it's actually submitted before you get in court. You don't surprise a judge.
Right. 100. That's 100.
Oh, look at your face. You got my grandbaby here, y'all. Y'all remember Winter since she was tiny. She ain't been here. Say hi to the people. Say hi, people. Hi, people. I love you. Why you got all this on your face?
Okay, Winter.
Look at Winter. You see Winter? You know you're not supposed to be on here right now. You taking your shoes off. Go back there. Go with your TT. Then I'm gonna.
She getting ready.
You gonna stay here?
She.
Oh, she can't get her hair done? Okay. Don't get her. Give me a kiss, baby.
Where is she?
Go ahead. Grab her, baby.
Oh, come on.
She wanna be with Grandpa.
Papa. That's Papa. That's Papa. I don't. Oh, she might be in the bathroom. She's in the bathroom. Papa, poo. Let her stay till she come. Come on. She cool. She ain't gonna say just till she come. Oh, there she go. There go your TT. TT gonna do your hair, okay?
In appreciation for that story about Tattoo Danny you told recently. I wanted to say like a couple of things.
And then guess what? After her, I'm next. Look, Papa, look at Papa here. Look at Papa here. Look, I'm gonna get my hair done too. Go first. You ain't gotta go nowhere, okay? No. Just say, Pete, tell him I'm gonna see you later, okay?
Say see you later, people.
She don't care.
Go ahead.
I'm
gonna be right here. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Oh, you gonna get your hair done?
I ain't never, ever. I swear to God. Look, I don't give a fuck how much a gangster, crip, rapper, nobody think I am. That is the most shit that fulfill me.
Right.
I'm my grandbaby favorite person on the earth outside of her two birth parents. And I say that to be humble because sometimes I think I'm her favorite over her parents Sometimes I say that.
I say to be humble.
She not faking, y'all. I can't fake that for y'all. Right. And these are the things I would rather y'all know about me than a lot of things you might think about me, think you know about me, may have heard about me, perceive about me. I can't fake that.
Whoa.
I can't fake that. Remember when Vicious V came on? We said on hood, the best hood, fatherhood.
Right.
I mean, he don't know nothing about grandfatherhood. That's my baby. But go ahead, I love you.
Yeah, Nah, yeah, man, listen, like I said, this shit work on motions. If y'all know the shit y'all talking about, it'll never get done. If y'all lawyers know the shit, niggas pay $10,000, $20,000 for these lawyers, and they ain't knowing that if you look up attorney, the first thing to say, their first thing is to have the
shout out Rosenberg, Nicholas Rosenberg.
Right, they protect the public and the system.
You're the third obligation.
You're the third obligation. So if you ain't paying $100,000 and all that 10 bands on a lawyer and try to get you, then what's your deal for a reason? They working with them people.
Yes, know that. To find a lawyer that really will go into court, put his integrity and everything on your side, is not something you stumble across unless it's just a miracle, and that's what it'll be, a miracle. The way it goes, if you want proper representation that's gonna really politic properly on your behalf, you gotta pay.
Right.
It's the same thing with trying to become an artist and get your record to blow up on radio.
Right.
You
so
can be
even with the Chris
ahead.
Brown, right? Chris Brown, since he been Chris Brown, we looked up the DV first offense. It's a year in county jail and probation. Now, for him being locked up, he was locked up at first, of course. He was locked up.
He got top dollar.
You know what I'm saying? Got top dollar. Nigga, I got a lawyer.
He can't get the low.
I get a deal.
He can get the low.
I get a deal for the jump, first of all, because at the end of the year, that's the max.
And he's saying that, and I'm agreeing with him, quantifying the pictures on headlines.
Right.
He still can facilitate the best situation based on him being Chris Brown, regardless of the photo, the high profile Oprah. I can't agree.
All right.
And then guess the way they did? They served him like they served OJ.
Right, same thing.
You beat us in court for the most part.
I'll get you for next year.
But for the next rest of your life,
your ass over.
Because every time OJ name come up, they talk about him like he lost the case.
Right.
Like we all agree he did it. And everybody else, we typically wait till the court say what it
You
say.
agree that? You agree that he did it?
No. You know why? For the main thing, publicly, I don't agree he did it, is because every other profile person that goes through a case, everybody else that goes through a case, once they go through a course, guilty or not, we accept it.
All right.
Why we don't accept it for OJ?
I'm gonna say like this.
Go ahead. That's my thought process.
The reason I don't accept it for OJ like that, I'm a black man.
I'm gonna tell y'all, he ready for the mainstream.
Listen.
He got all the PC answers. Go ahead. Even though I know he know what I know, but go ahead.
Listen. So OJ, we was talking about OJ. OJ sense is this, bro. OJ Simpson did what he did. Simple and plain.
I don't know what he did, but go ahead.
Right. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, ahead.
All right.
It's ancient. Yeah, I know.
So now that, first of all, you got to quit it, so it don't matter. It's over with.
Yeah.
It's no good now.
And I'm riding with that.
Right. So we got to stand where the city was at the time of this case. Where the city was at in the time of this case.
Rest in peace, Johnny Cochran.
Right.
Happened to have the same motherfucking initials as Jesus Christ, JC, the Savior. Go ahead.
We don't even do that.
He's saved, cuz. Go ahead.
Listen, but we're going to get into that. Because he didn't give a fuck about Johnny Cochran. He didn't want Johnny Cochran to be his lawyer.
Vice versa, though. Johnny Cochran knew that was a step to his next legacy, and he
but
did
listen,
it. And he died.
Listen,
go ahead.
Though.
Talk your shit.
Listen.
Bill.
I'm saying this. I'm saying Johnny Cochran was a lawyer that said, I can spit this. O.J. Simpson, at that time, he didn't want Johnny Cochran. He thought...
How did he get on the case then?
Listen, because they told him he the best one for you. He was going against Johnny the whole time.
Guess what?
Johnny was talking.
Guess what? The people that Christ came to save put him on the cross. But go ahead.
You're right.
Talk same shit. Go ahead. Talk.
So,
Amen.
And so before all this, before this, OJ wasn't even black.
I remember that. My daddy let me know about all that. We wasn't fucking with him.
Right.
Because he rather the other side.
Right, all the shit. So when he get in some shit, killing his white wife, now he's back again.
But we are that forgiving, y'all. We always accept a nigga no matter what. But typically for everybody.
No, I don't believe it.
How we accepting our men wearing fingernail polish and shaking their ass? Go ahead, though.
Because
I don't want to get you off trouble.
Some females believe in that type of shit. They got friends like that. They got people like that. They like, as long as it ain't they kids,
I swear to God, because I was in the reception center. You know how you leave the reception center and go to the yard?
Right.
The day they announced the OJ version, I had just caught the chain, and I was going through that reception in the pen. We was in the orange still going through sale to sale. I can remember the whole motherfucking tank going up celebrating. And the COs going off on us like, shut up.
Let me say something.
So I'm telling you, blacks, regardless.
Right, let me say something. This is what it is. I'm saying. So this shit just happened, right? 92 riots, all that shit. We burned the city down. Just happened. Right? A lot of people at this time, they didn't even, white people, that's business owners, all this type of shit, did not see or even came back to where their business was. A lot of businesses still ain't gone to this day, right? So at this time, the city gonna burn up. We got black. First of all, we got to thank Johnny Cocker again for putting that in.
Right.
OJ didn't want that. He didn't want that black. Oh, don't bring no black. Don't bring that in here. Don't make it black. Don't bring the race card involved. He said, nigga, fuck that. That's the best chance we got. So as he keep pressing the West card, he get on there, he doing all this. Shapiro scared as a motherfucker, turn red in the background, turning red in front of our face.
I remember that. Talking
shit. I watched that shit. Nigga turning red. And I seen it. The city would have been on fire if OJ would have lost. And they wasn't ready for that. They wasn't ready for that. So what they do is, fuck that white bitch. She shouldn't fuck with that nigga.
Yeah. That was kind of against her.
They threw that under the bus. Boom, fuck her. We gonna go hard for her. We gonna take this victory. They gonna fuck. It blew up.
That mean it's buffering on. Okay, it's turning back green.
All right.
See how red it was. Go ahead.
But yeah, they blew up. It blew the fuck up. It blew up. That Ronnie King shit all again. OJ Lou, this motherfucker. They finna tear this bitch up again. We finna get Crips and Bloods back cracking. We gotta stop this. We trying to first of all, we trying to deteriorate with them. We want them to hate each other, kill each other off. We turn them to the white men again. We fucking up. We gotta keep them focused on themselves.
Guess what, y'all? Neighborhood to the neighborhood. Tell them who kind of gear you got on. SD to the SDs.
Oh yeah, man, this is a legend. This nigga's Ryan Anthony. You already know, man.
It's the I Will Walk Again movement called Grand Fiji, representing the homie Blue Jay. We got to the point of the show called Last Words. Me and the homie organically could do this all day long. Y'all already see I got interruptions available, present. We got a healthy amount of time, man.
Right.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give our callers the opportunity to give their last words. Then I'm gonna allow the homie to give his last words, and we gonna call it a wrap. So I'm gonna tell y'all the order. Matter of fact, we gonna do it like this: 317, you gonna go first. Then the 424, then the 757. That's how we got left on the line. So
let's do it.
317, last words.
Okay. All right. ODM Slim, I'll be hitting you up. This Blue Jay, cuz I want to give a shout out to Spider for wearing my gear. You know, all that is to go for my therapy so I can walk again. You know, I got hurt. I got a spinal cord injury.
How?
So I want to
how, Blue Jay? Blue Jay. Tell us how long.
Yep.
Tell us how long you was blessed to walk like us. At what point in your life you became incapable of walking and how it happened?
24 years. And then, you know, I was in the streets real heavy. Then I became a civilian and got into church and then forgot the protocol and then got, you know, shot in the lower back and then been sent down for 23 years. And then, you know, as time went on, I started getting a little bit feeling here, a little bit feeling there. Now I'm able to walk on a walker and braces. You know, I really don't say this publicly because, you know, certain individuals might be listening. But, yeah, I want to say thank you, Spider-Man. It's been a long, hard road. And that now it's time to start walking. I'm gonna send you a video too of me walking to Spider, just for you. But yeah, it's been 23 years sitting down. I was 24 up, and now it's 23 years sitting.
My grandbaby, my child. Matter of fact, Grand Fiji, that's grandchildren. My child. Y'all just saw my child on my lap. Her mother is 23.
Yeah.
So as long as I've been parenting my natural born children, you've been in a wheelchair. Bless your whole experience. Bless your soul,
sir.
my nigga. Yep.
Man, thank you, Spider Man. Thank you, ODM Sim, and shout out to Baby Gangster from OG&T TV too.
All right, since you said that, tell me this. I see you keep running that in the chat. Are you officially associated with the homie, or that's just you showing support for the OG?
That's my big brother.
Oh, shout out Baby
That's
Gangster,
family.
Eastside
Family.
Crip. Tanner Crip. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah, that's blood.
Much love. We to the next caller until next time, man.
I shout out to ODM Slim, the Black Box, and OG&T TV because that's who I mess with.
Right.
You know
That's
what I
what
mean?
it do.
That's who I network with. You feel me?
No, you don't even
Free Crip,
understand.
man.
You don't even understand how many times I'll be incognito in ODM Slim chat and see you over there running your run.
Right.
And I'll be like, okay, look at my nigga B.
Yeah.
Blue J. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, that gear Cuz got on, y'all can find that online. I'll be running through the chat here in a minute. I got Letterman jackets, hats, shirts.
Tell him your name. Tell him your name.
And I got my own music.
Tell him your name in the chat because it ain't Blue J. It's Caleb. Tell him your name in the chat so they know that's you.
Caleb. That's my official name, Caleb. But Blue Jay is what I've been running with, since I've been on the airways. Right. It's Caleb, C-A-L-E-B. It means dog. It means loyalty. You know what I mean? Whoever I fuck with and deal with, I'm connected to you. You know what I mean? And I'm loyal. Like, ain't no smut on my rep. My jacket clean, and I'm solid in the motherfucking. And my enemies can tell you that I'm a real dude. You feel me? But I just kind of laid back a little bit.
Y'all go run that Blue Jay. Shed so many tears up. Much love, Blue Jay.
Thank you, Cuzzo.
Much love. Hey, shout out to Lit Soul for the super chat. I want to read this live. He say Lit live. Y'all should try to make Slim a regular. I want y'all to know Slim is a regular so much that we forgot to put it in front of y'all.
Right.
So we gonna take that little advice and prepare something regular for y'all. But he say watching friendly debate and banter is always an entertaining way to learn. Salute SPI and Slim, SNS on my mama. Content cartels, yes sir.
Yes sir.
Out the mud. Hit the like button. I fuck with that.
That's my nigga. That's one of my. I said I got the breakdown and all this shit.
Oh, I just seen your work. Hey, you real nifty. On 90s and 50s. Yeah. I need you swiftly. And you ain't gotta gift me. We can break bread on my mama. Even if it's a barter of services.
Right.
Scratch my back, I scratch yours.
That's what he be inside the little cartel shit.
Oh God. Okay, 424 area code. It's on you to unload before we hit the road. On my mama. What start? Ben.
A nigga gotta be like motherfucking. I mean my nigga T.I. and be a selfish nigga. Sometimes you gotta get yourself out of trouble, my nigga. Get your bag. And, give it to God. You feel me, my nigga?
I ain't never let no nigga like you say what you gotta say, but go ahead, say that bullshit. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm just playing with the T.I. shit. I mean, niggas gonna do what you gonna do to survive.
Exactly. They are gonna do your shit.
And nigga, get y'all bag though, my nigga. Keep it with God though, my nigga, and keep it a Google. You feel me?
There you go. Hey, you know what? Hey, look, guess what we can say, bro. Hey, guess what you just said. Hey, you could take us. Hey, look. You could take. Hey, look.
Florida, wherever.
Hey, look what you just did.
Keep it real. Stay a boss. You feel me?
Right.
I guess we just.
Cause suckers gonna try to manipulate you.
Thank you.
But you gotta stay up on game or you up out of here. You feel me? In more ways than one.
Hey, look. You know what you just cleaned up? You know what you just cleaned up? You know what you just cleaned up on behalf of all of us, bro? You cleaned up the term keep it G. Because it's keep it God, keep it Google. Instead of keep it gangster. Now we can still keep it G without being on some bullshit. Thank you, bro. That's all I was trying to interrupt you to say.
I mean, keep it God first. You know, the real Jig, the big Jig, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And the main thing, and the main thing, the Big G rip, and the main thing we accept from the Big G is truth And the way we interpret truth is keep it Google, so we still keeping it G. And we already started keeping it G, even though we representing some bullshit. Now we don't have to let go to G and still keep it G, but we keeping it a Google and we keeping it godly. On my mama, thank you very much, bro. Please don't let this be your last time. Now it's on you, 757. Last words on you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Am I coming through?
Loud and clear, we can hear.
Respect, fam. This is the awful sage yet again.
Still rapping.
You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to come through with the stuff about being a veteran, just to let you know you got folks in your camp that understand that part of the lifestyle. So if there was ever any questions you had, if I heard about it, I'd come on and share something about that. But shout out to Big Blue J for telling that story and having the progress with it. Right. I think that's the most inspiring part. I know it was hard won.
23
so I hope he continues with it, and I hope to hear about it.
Hey, man, 23 years is
also,
a journey. Yeah, go ahead.
Right?
I say 23 years is a journey.
Right.
Go ahead, yeah.
Indeed. And thanks to that story that you told about Tattoo Danny.
Shout out to Tattoo Danny.
It made me reflect on how I started first getting money out of my artwork. Right. And one of the things I wanted to share in reference to that is, since we spend a lot of time sitting in the different disciplines, you know what I'm saying? You in the music lab, the art lab, the tattoo shop. Circulation is always important. Sometimes we forget about that, especially when we're sitting down. Right. We're letting our toes tingle, you know what I'm saying? Tension from the bottom of our feet and whatnot. Right. The second part is muscle cramps or muscle tension. Sometimes your fingers will go numb while you're sitting at the dab board because you got tension all the way down to the elbow. Right. So being aware of where the muscles are at and how they associate with one another could help build a program to keep your body flexible, even if you're sitting down for hours on end.
Show them that.
You know what I'm saying? So
what this look
that
like?
was in
Does this seem like we in tune with what you're talking about right there? Just having it around? Did you see
that again?
I thought you might have saw that flash across your screen. But hey, look, you know what you got?
Yes, sir.
You have a real subtle way of drawing one into listening to what you're saying, and I'm going to use discipline to cut you off regardless of how much I am in tune to what you're expressing. I appreciate you abundantly.
Respect, that was the end, man.
Yeah, nah, you fly, homie. Please don't make it your last time. Much love, homie.
Good. Much love.
Much love.
Jeter.
That's gratitude is the attitude for those that don't know. I'm SPI ODM Slim. This segment is called Last Words, and I'm going to let him go first on the last. Go ahead, ODM Slim.
Man, first and foremost, man, continue doing what y'all doing, man. Everybody out there that's tuned in right now, if y'all going through some shit, I want y'all to know that that's what it's the pressure. It's either it's gonna bust pipes or it's gonna make diamonds. Simple and plain. So I choose to always be a diamond. You know what I'm saying? So for my diamonds out there, man, keep shining.
Oh, my mama. And for my last words, I can't do nothing but second that. Ain't no wrecking that. Ain't no checking that. Nightbug.
This is my Don declaration, define expectations, inspired to aspire to higher elevation. Started at Genesis, read the entire Revelation, dedication, meditation, and some fire medication. Judge a prophet and a poet, both body reputation, fanatically practice. Perfection requires preparation. I go hard, like this could be the last chance. Romance the spotlight, treat it like the last dance. May I remind inclined to go overboard over mine, but tonight I'm on this open mic with an open mind. Always try, let it fly, ain't care where it fell. Never say goodbye, but we'll tell her farewell. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared, you ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs, now I got the last word. Finna clown, now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. And just so y'all know for sure that I'm serious, y'all can put this right before the period.
she slid the digits. I hit her with a digi-card. She came to visit, hit it hard by the mini bar. I made her roar like the engine in my Hemi car. Way before she came to listen to my seminar. Every time I'm done, she always want more. Keep a contour in her back for the encore. I paint a picture like we was playing Pictionary with perfect diction. I take you through the dictionary. Y'all can have an introduction and an intermission. They finna listen for it's finished, just a benediction. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs. Now I got the last word. Finna clown. Now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared. You ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs. Now I got the last word. Finna clown. Now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I used to tell my testimony to the whole church. Now I stepped into the cipher once I soul search. Visualize the pain I'm bearing when it's verbalized. No more rehearsal, now you're staring in my herbal eyes. Turned them on, they all turned around, returned to lies. Despise this truth that I eternally internalized. I hate her, laugh now, cry later. Why hate a player when I'm just getting my paper? Your dialogue, that's a lot of lies to digest. Until I die, I guess I'ma have to digress. Chase the pay like she the one that got away. Remy shot a day, that's all I really gotta say. You ain't heard, I ain't word, I ain't scared. Been through some ups and downs. Now I got the last word. Finna clown. Now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word. I ain't word, I ain't scared. You ain't heard. Been through some ups and downs. Now I got the last word. Finna clown. Now I got the last word. How that sound? Now I got the last word.
This is J.P. Banks Music.
When you're sticking to the script, it's a lonely road. Before they left the home, tank the big homie told. He know the way this testimony hold. On that low 4, they gon' politic on him cold. SPI Bank EC for really though. Used to really go, ask my nigga Chili Mo. Had a cold gun game, crazy knuckle up. Bust on enemies with baby double up. Back and forth with the main streets on 98. Q97, me and Lil Johnny Ray. Posted up on Colton with a big ratchet. Way before Lil Wayne threw on that snitch jacket. Walked the yard with Slim Bag, what up Big Drac? Gave them back they L cause you did that. Love my lokes even if we don't interact. Lil Mont, Baby Psych and Lil Black. EC. 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 97th Street, smack dead in the Middle East. Fuck the police for King Ron and Lil Reese. Tell the truth, SP3 never lack rhymes. Sometimes feel I might die behind my rap lines. We ain't in Malibu now, we in Maui. Baby Pie, EC, Bear, me and Wowie. Tico, Kiko, EC Red. Still can't believe Frankie and CC dead. Come to putting in work. Did more than a little dirt. Airbrush shirt. Big Milk, Lil Merc, Lil Box, Baby Ant, both souls, all the coops. First Street to 24 when we call the troops. Lost the legend when we buried Bug. Coach love to the riders that carry cuz, never seen it coming. Was a little foul, still took heart though. My hat off to Lil Owl, EC. 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 Big Spot and Lil Spotter both got an Ezel. Tiny Spotter got 19, rest in peace, Ezel. Shouts to the females representing EC. The brownies to the quotas, rest in peace, TT. Big Tommy's son on the 7, that's Stay Pops. Me and mine never bow down to J-Box.
And that's the coldest crip a nigga ever met. Coldest crip I ever heard about. Better yet, 33rd never every only time a nigga ran. On the land, go ask my nigga Ran. ECG unit came up a little short. Got told on by that nigga Lil Show. Went on TV, the homies did BT Ugly. Got love for Infinite and Lil EC Buzzy. For death though, that mean to my dying day. EC, that's all I've been trying to say. EC. 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 EC.
I'm the one setting precedents everywhere. Now I'm feeling like I made it. I'm looking up. All my friends are mostly entertainers. I still got street friends, don't get me wrong, but all my friends, I'm in the entertainment door. I'm in that realm now. Now I'm finna start making a lot of legitimate money.
Bitch, you run my name, it come back 100. Ask Big U, Top Dog, whack 100. Suge Knight, both the niggas he happened to drive over. The one that died and the one that survived. Rest in peace, Terry Carter. What up, Bone? It's the perfect type of beef for me to nut up on. Used to holler at the plug like, what up, Holmes? Cop 9 zones, go home and cut up stones. No extras on nothing, just saying what I say. From Compton and LAX, Cam with a K. Mayo over mustard, whiter than Ajax. And Drag Newport, getting high with AWACS. Nominated most Easty, yes I accept it. Q, Mac and Dub, I'm West Side connected. Used to flood the swap me with my CD copies. Niggas nutty on my block like BG Nike's. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Family first, nothing over or equal to them. Love my folks from the turf and my peoples from Brim. Industry-wise, the realest from the past to me. Actually, has to be Master P. Keep it a Google, only way I know how to do things. Tour with TD Boy before he had 2 chains. In Georgia with Jeezy and the CTE. Or the son of Easy E and the CPT. Project passion on the mic like I'm giving a speech. Spent weeks on South Beach politicking with me. Used to think I was banging with a decent group, till they left the low hanging when I beef with Snoop. Never sneak this and just speaking the truth. When you shoot from the soul, it gets deep in the booth. I'm a legendary native like CJ Mack. Never left, but tell them haters that the keyway cack. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Call me crazy, or maybe it's a baby thing. Baby Spider, baby Dre Line, baby Lane. New Orlando before Burris war with Glencoe. Fuck with slow bugs, but his name was Winslow. Shared a cell with Chris Lighty, got blunted with Fab. Now no one damn near had to run it with Zab. That nigga Puto couldn't do nothing but laugh. Like you a fool, sticking moves, stay up under the jab. Grab a bag of that gag for $1,200 a half. Fuck the world on my handicapped brother's behalf. Hit the road and wear it out for a month and a half. Counting cash, I don't care about nothing but math. Usually I'm all alone with a gun in the lab. Like you should leave me alone, I don't wanna collab. Number 1 in my class, I been good crip. Run long and not fast like in hood nip. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood.
mental capacity to be able to process that type of shit, man.
Nah, they ain't got no nut with no whack ass in it.
Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When I'm naked, I lay on my side, I lay on my stomach, I lay on my back.
No Hanes, Calvin Klein's, Fruit of the Looms, Mushroom Moon, suited up in the room, waiting to be manipulated, mounted at mall. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down to your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly, cause cuz bit the pillow and literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls clubhouse, pyro, belly down, booty up, buns out, lucky. She work with the creep and the duct tape. Freaky ass fetish film, one man funk tape. Wiretap nigga, known to tip the laws off. Nasty on the camera with your motherfucking drawers
on.
You
be screaming till you pass out. Who knew you did it with your ass out? Talking till you blue in the face. I'm just trying to take Duke to the bank, 2 to the face, 2, 2, 3 is a K, and K can't make you a real nigga. I pray for any nigga that deal with ya. I shoot the Tommy off the hill, figure wow. It's try to put you on the menu. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you. Big business what I'm into. I got a pack of drawers I can lend you.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When you get caught up, I hope them statements don't get bored up. We them niggas that's wicked, no need to warn us on one. Out lurking, looking for a Vic. Nigga thinking with his dick, that's an easy lick. Kicking the doors, notorious, is well known. Talk tough, but only gangsta on a cell phone. Just know the G's gon' get it in on the mission. Before it's done, they ain't leaving a witness. Back out, running the crib like a trap house. Straps out, can't do shit cause you assed out. Could get you lined by an internet diva. Ain't it ironic how my sister named Mika?
Had you on camera, hands up, looking back. Somebody please tell me what kind of gangster is that? Thought you was a real one, but I take that back. You a sus nigga with a team full of rats. Keep losing respect, you can't get back. I know you know some real niggas, but you ain't that. You a certified weirdo, all talking this and that. How you callin' niggas out when you the same type of cat? Type of work popped up, and where the fuck you at? No smut on your name, nigga, what the fuck is that? Rock me callin' hoes like, don't forget the strap. Waiting until he get his ass cheeks clapped.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
Whole new meaning when we say you niggas whack now. Weird niggas better check these whole bitches back now. You represent your hood, getting caught with your ass out. You with the industry, I think that nigga really trapped now. And I'ma take the side that I'm supposed to. You on Clubhouse, you should be on Pro Tools. I would've signed to you, all your artists old news. Nigga think you should night, this ain't the old school. From North Cali to the South, nigga. We hate watching niggas crash out, nigga. You too old to be doing shit for clout, nigga. We ain't with the going out like a clown, nigga. You know you wrong, nigga. How the fuck you get caught without them drawers, nigga? Hella old and exposed like, come on, nigga. Now that big U cosign is gone, nigga.
Whack 100, face all bumpy. Egghead nigga, mama shoulda named you Humpty. I dump thee, nigga, you are nothing. We all know the story, you the draws down, homie. DOE, I do my dirt by my loan. And don't let me catch you in Kentucky. KY Jelly probably all that you want. And I bet you the booty goon that Ray J was flaunting. I heard you a rat, that's why you like to fuck with him. Fruit booty nigga on Clubhouse, ass up with him. All that pop shit, and that nip shit. It makes sense why you and Cali watching Nip Dick. On Netflix, wanna be tycoon. Heard about that Whack 100, Jeffrey Dahmer Part 2. Draws down your new name, and nigga, oh the irony. Your face look like Warren Fish burned or the butt cheek. It's real rap, all facts over feelings. It's a hit on your name, and you know I'ma kill it. SBI say to get him. You know a nigga whack, it took 15 minutes just to hop on the track, boy.
Don't get caught with your drawers down.
They telling me it's a nigga laying on the bed.
Snake Wood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A Eastside millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.